And we're live. Tuesday night, people. It's your motherfucking Jesus Shades Wade. How's everybody doing? I just spent night 2 of home repairs. We finally got it done. And it was a pain in the ass. True story. Let's wait for some other people to get in here and we can talk about tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is which motor platform to choose because I don't think I'm going K20A2 anymore. Or at least not full bred K20A2. Justin's here. What's the game plan? What's the game plan? The game plan is get another RSX shell and basically throw a fresh motor in it. Get not buy an RSX that has a motor in it, obviously, it can drive technically, but let's say it's got 200,000 miles on it or something, really well worn in, old. Get it for cheap, like $2 to $3 grand, and hit up J-Spec and get the red top motor, or take the head off my motor, see if it's any good. I suspect it's probably good, and get a TSX motor for like $1 grand or $1,200 and do the Frank swap. Me personally, if you want my complete honest opinion, I've thought about it a lot. I'm leaning towards the JDM red top motor, the K20A, because it's a stronger motor. It might not make as much power as a Frank swap, but and I'm coining that now. I'm tired of saying Frankenstein swap, K20, K24. So the K20, K24 is now formally known as the Frank Zappa swap. That's what I'm calling it now. And I almost want to get it just because I'm calling it I got the K20, K24 Frank Zappa swap. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards the JDM red top motor because it's higher compression. It can stress test up to 10,000 RPMs, like 9,500, 9,850, even setting the rev limit there is safe, 9,500. And limited slip differential, and it's just a stronger, better motor. Might not make as much power as the Frankenstein swap, but I think it's a more durable, enduring motor. Honestly, that's why I'm leaning more towards that. And everybody's going K20, K24 these days, And it's a good, it's a good thing to do. I'm not saying it's not the badass new thing to do or whatever, but I don't know. You don't see as many people with JDM K20As, and I'm just thinking about 9,500 RPM rev limiter. Man, I want that so bad. Because with a TSX, you're probably only going to rev it out to $8 grand. I don't know what the rev limiter is set for on the Frankenstein swap, but it's probably not much more than 8,500 at the most. Correct me if I'm wrong. Eric says, nice. What up, Eric? Fucking red top. Justin says, very good idea. Rescue a RSX. Haha. LSD. Hell yeah. Yeah, switch it up. Well, I've always wanted the JDM red top ever since I've seen it, heard about it, read about it. It's a pretty legendary motor. Same guy that built the NSX, he hand built those motors. So there's very few, if any at all, Honda motors that are hand built by that guy. Pretty much it's the Type R motors basically. True story. Eric says, got to go to the beach for the week after all. Nice. So you're at the beach now? Fuck yeah. Good stuff. Eric says, yep. Does that mean no Fortnite tonight? Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah, the way I see it, I can get a J-Spec K20A compression tested 270 PSI across the board. That's some serious fucking endurance and health. So don't got to worry about the motor being healthy. That's a given. But they say on their warranty here, let me get actual you know, verbatim words from their site when you buy the JDM red top motor. It comes with a 30-day warranty, but any day now. Don't you hate it when you open up Firefox and the shit doesn't remember your page? Like literally you could type in YouTube and it doesn't recognize that you go to YouTube or JSpec. Okay, so $4,200 right now. Rich Rod says no supercharged RSX. Dude, where have you been? The fucking guy flaked out on me. He's a fucking piece of shit. Not even joking. I thought you already knew that. Yeah, I was going to go meet him on last Saturday. And he called me Friday night and was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just ready to sell the car. And I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? I got a fucking loan. I have a cashier's check with your fucking name on it, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, not even joking. Justin says, will you ever supercharge your RSX? Fuck no. How about that? All motors always better. Yeah, that dude's car might have been nice and everything, and it might have been, you know, making 351 horsepower with methanol and all that shit. But it's a gimmick, dude. Like, it's, yeah, it's cool, but it's like, it's not necessary. Like, torque steering like a motherfucker. And not to mention, dude, the dude said he built all that stuff or put it all together, which is, you know, not impossible to do or anything like that. But I don't believe that, honestly. I don't trust that guy. Fuck that guy. Wing King says, box. What up, Wing? How you doing, man? But yeah, fucking, you get K20A from JSpec. Says, they tell you the serial number of the K20A. They tell you parts included: AC compressor, head and block, timing components, wiring harness, alternator, intake manifold, throttle body, ECU, exhaust manifold, and power steering pump. Direct fitment. This is a low mileage JDM K20A Type R engine. The engine has an excellent compression, 270 across the board. 30-day warranty. So when you click on the warranty details, used performance engines have 30 days. Used just replacement engines that are, you know, not as good because it's a special motor, they have 60. And then the transmission, the used performance transmission doesn't have a warranty, but as long as you do a little bit of homework, I'm not worried about the clutch or the flywheel because I already have one. As long as the gearbox feels good, if we could hook up some shifter cables or something to it, it's $4,000. I'd spend it, you know. But where's it at? Where's it at? They say important failure to follow the following maintenance requirements voids the warranty. Replace engine oil to manufacturer's suggested level, replace oil filter, replace the gaskets on the valve cover, the oil pan, and the rear main seal. Inspect and replace, if needed, new timing chain, belt or chain, and tensioner. Replace the thermostat and water pump. Flush the cooling system and refill it with antifreeze to appropriate level. Install new spark plugs, new belts and hoses. Change the oil after the first 600 miles and at a recommended service interval thereafter. So like the first 500-600 miles you have the motor in your car, you're going to change your oil. Then after that 3,000 miles or, you know, 9,000, 10,000 miles if you're using synthetic, then it says service the vehicle at proper intervals as per manufacturer's guidelines. Then for the transmission, it says check the flex plate for cracks or excessive wear on the starter teeth. Replace the oil pan, gasket, front and axle seals, and replace filter if applicable. Flush and inspect transmission cooling lines. Properly aligned torque converter. That's on automatic transmission only, so that doesn't count. Not applied. Finish installation of the transmission. When finished, add transmission fluid to manufacturer's spec. Start the engine and add more transmission fluid immediately. Additional fluid can now be added until the transmission reads full on the dipstick. But We don't have a dipstick in a K20 K series, so that doesn't really count. Reset the control module codes, adjust the throttle position sensor cable, and that's about it. Richard says, sorry about that. Been out of the loop. That really fucking sucks. Yeah, it's all good, man. I know everybody's busy, but yeah, dude flaked out on me. It's a fucking piece of work. Gato, when I sent him up there to test drive the car and scout it for me, you know how he filmed the video. Some of y'all saw it. Yeah, I actually asked him to take it down because the guy doesn't deserve to be showcased. And Gato actually took it down. He's like, dude, I completely agree. Fuck that guy. You know? For real, though. Like, you don't string someone along for 2 weeks. They get a cashier's check. They've been getting loans and they're setting up rental cars and transportation and all that stuff. And then pull out because you're scared. And here's the thing. He came in the stream a couple nights before, you know, Friday basically. And I was talking, I'm so excited, you know, we're getting ready. This is actually going to happen. And I was saying, you know, there's not really much that needs to be done to the car. All I'm going to do is put my Type R wheels on it, red Type R badging, Type R side skirts maybe, and that's about it. And some red Recaros. And his seat is ripped. So I was like, until I have the money, I just dropped 12.5 grand. I'll have to save up for some Recaros. I'll just get like a seat cover. They have like, you know, let's say a red Recaro DC5R seat cover. I'll just throw that on the Type S seat. So literally, he gets in the Supercharged Honda's Facebook page and starts talking shit about me. He's like, so the new owner's coming to pick up the car this weekend. He said the first mods he's going to do is red Honda badges and fake Recaro seat covers. Like, I don't know if I can let my car go now, and like talking shit. And dude, if I buy your car, I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. And why don't you suck a dick from the back, you know? It's a little rant for you guys. Just fucking ridiculous how people waste your time. You know what I mean? I can understand if he, like, you know, has so much money in the car. If you have money in the car, don't sell it. If you spent 20 grand in an RSX, why the fuck would you sell it? Why would you buy a Camaro ZL1? If you love your car so much, why would you get a fucking V8 supercharged Camaro? You know? I just don't get it. People are a piece of work. Time for a cigarette. All right, so Justin says he thought he could get all that money just because of the supercharger. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't disagree with the fact that he has 20 grand in it, and like 12 grand is, you know, still fairly reasonable. But the car is not worth 12 grand just because you have a supercharger. That's why he's not selling it on Auto Trader or Car Gurus, because they would say, hey, your car's worth 7 grand, 8 grand tops. You know, it's got 155,000 miles on it. It's worth 8 grand. It's not worth 12. Even with the shit you have in it, you're not getting that money back. That's why he was doing a private sale. That's why he's a douchebag. Wing King said BR Beaver. BRB. That's really what that's what BRB stands for. Trying to Fly says the Frankenstein swap. Trying to Fly. It's not that I would love to do a Frankenstein swap. I would honestly like to do a Frankenstein swap in EK9. That would be my secondary. If I had a second car, just like a dedicated drag or track car, that would be dope as fuck. Where I'm at is I want to do the K20A because it's a stronger motor. I mean, they stress tested these motors. You can take that fucker to 10,000 RPMs. I'd say 9,500, 9,850 maybe, like super safe and reliable. But I've always wanted a K20A, and everyone's doing Frankenstein swaps now. You know, it's kind of like the new RPF1, and it's not a bad thing. RPF1s are fine. Frankenstein swaps are fine. But I just feel like the K20A was a hand-built motor. You know, it's just nasty, man. Same guy that designed the NSX, he hand-built that motor, like, and designed it. It's fucking crazy. Justin says, damn. Eric says, nah, Red Top K20. Justin says, saw a manual RSX in Colorado, and the description says, has a vibration at idle. I think it's the torque converter, but don't have money to repair. It was Rice, too. Well, and as a torque converter, so it's automatic. Not that I need a manual. I can just, like, gut it out, but I'd rather find, like, a base model that's a 5-speed, so then we have less lifting to do. I don't know what needs to be modified to take an automatic to a manual. I don't know if the firewall is any different or anything like that. Eric Stein laughing. Justin says a-hole. George Bonnie 90 says hey hey. Justin says hi hey rebel. I mean, Justin says hey George. George says hey rebel. Trying to fly says, but will it make power at 10K? The answer is yes. Honda Vlogs fucking buddy DJ Sleeper Honda with the K20A Del Sol. That fucker makes power throughout the entire power band, you know, and that's a naturally aspirated car with full bolt-ons, not like full bolt-ons, but like intake header exhaust, you know, stuff like that, and like K-Pro and stuff. And he said it's running like 13.5 in the quarter mile, I think, for a slow pass, something like that. I was talking to Honda Vlogs this morning. We were talking on the phone for like an hour, just geeking out, because I was telling him, dude, I think I'm going K20A. I mean, granted, that is an Del Sol, so it's a super lightweight chassis with the K20A running like a 13.5. But let's say you get like, let's see, what would be the nastiest shit? So you get like K-Tune center feed manifold, you got like Tota race header, you got some kind of nasty like custom 3-inch intake, custom 3-inch exhaust, you know, really putting your money and a tune, of course, with K-Pro. I think it would still run mid-13s if you really just balls to the wall that, you know what I mean? And not to mention if you changed anything, like even if you up the compression anymore, like spoon head gasket or fucking better clutch, better LSD and stuff like that, it'd be a 13-second car. Like flat 13-second, I'd say. Trying to fly says no shit. Yeah, dude, they're just like they have titanium valve train, K20A2, and even K24A2 TSX motor. They don't have titanium valve train. You got to put that shit in there yourself. So it seems like it's how do you put it? TSX motor K24A2 is definitely cheaper than a red top motor for sure. You got like let's say $1,000 to $1,200 for a decent K24A2 versus $4,000 for a whole Type R swap. Where you're gonna pick up that other $3,000 is in the building the K24A2 Wiseco pistons, Eagle rods, ARP head studs, fucking better head gasket, valve train, valves, all that shit. Like you're gonna spend money, like because you got to think I was prepared to spend close to $13,000 for old dickhead's car. It's got 155,000 miles on it and it has uneven compression. He had 200 on cylinder 1, 185 or 187 on cylinder 2, 190 on cylinder 3, and then cylinder 4 was 200. So it's those two inner cylinders are I'm not saying they're not reliable necessarily. Obviously, the car drives good, but where's the car going to drive in a year? Like, are those two cylinders going to keep dropping? Because that's fucked. Where are we at? Justin says, is DJ on YouTube? He is. Sleeper Honda. Justin says that that RSX with the torque converter is a manual gearbox in the picture. Well, manual gearboxes don't have torque converters, it's automatic transmissions. Trying to fly says the price was my next comment. No, Four Bangers has been beating a stock K24 bottom for a year or two. I'm not saying a K20 K24 is unreliable. It's a plug and play. It's a fitment. You know, it's like putting TSX cams in a RSX Type S. It's a direct drop in affair, basically. I totally get what you're saying there. But what I'm saying is K20A comes with titanium valve train. That's why you can rev it out to fucking 10,000 RPMs or 9,500 reliably, safely, you know, for peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like, it's the gearbox too. The gearbox is really what entices me because let's say, I know this for a fact because I've fucked up the Type S transmission before. I've, you know, second gear is a pitfall. The what else? What else? Third gear pop out sometimes, that's been known to happen. And then you got, like, you know, the tensioner, the timing chain. You got so many things that go wrong on a Type S motor. And same thing probably with the TSX motor, like a K24A2, just like by itself. K series transmissions are like glass, you know. But K20A, you hear a lot less horror stories about the JDM K20A Y2M3 transmission because it's so solid. Like, you don't hear people, yeah, I fucked up second gear, or, you know, this or that. It's a whole nother beast. It comes standard with limited slip. Trying to fly says, I was just saying a full build might not be called for with the bottom. Well, I think if I were going to go Frankenstein swap, I would definitely build the whole motor, you know. Justin says, sorry to remind you of it again, but is the A-holes supercharged RSX on Craigslist? Yeah. And he says on Facebook, on the supercharged Facebook Honda group, oh, I'm keeping the car. Well, why do you have the ad up? Why are you so fucking misleading? You know what I mean? It's like, that shit is ridiculous. Eric says, hey, I got to run to Walmart. I'll be back in a few. Yes, in Philly, Justin. Yep, it's true. Trying to fly says, okay, I see then. Just makes sense. I do know they're not too strong. What, the JDM red top or the fucking the Frankenstein swap? Because I've heard people, if anything gets off in that Frankenstein swap, you can like fuck shit up like really bad. But I guess that's user error basically. Just like make sure your shit's right. Justin says, cool to see you, Eric. I might email him about it. Yeah, you should email him and be like, you're a faggot. Eric says, thumbs up. Mint, peace out. Trying to fly says, yeah, K series transmissions, dude. They are very vulnerable. You gotta drive it. You gotta shift. Don't fuck shit up. Don't abuse it. Basically, it has no mechanical. You have to have mechanical sympathy with a K series transmission. Definitely, if you're one of those dudes, it's like fucking full throttle slam shifting and shit. I remember I let this dude drive my car one time, and he was somebody that knew his way around a motor, had turbo EGs and shit, and all this. You know, he was always building cars, trading them, selling them, etc. And I trusted him because I was like 16. You know, he was like 20. I let him drive my RSX because he'd never driven a Type S before. Literally, that dude beat the hell out of my car. He beat the piss out of my car. We're going down this like windy, hilly road. We're starting from a dig. Somebody turns and we got a wide open lane. First gear, fucking slam shifts. Gets it like, I don't even know what he did. Like, he went to go hit second and literally like destroyed second gear basically. It was insane. I was like, what just happened? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, what the fuck did you just do? Like, literally. Justin says, you mean Frank Zappa swap? Justin said, or trying to fly says, my car is the same. Wheel hop will shatter my diff before it breaks an axle. Yeah, definitely. And if you have wheel hop, get some of those fucking energy suspension motor mount inserts, the red ones, the polyurethane ones. I had a fuckload of wheel hop. Got those, no more wheel hop. Or you can get motor mount kit or whatever you want, Hassport or Innovative or something, or Hard Race. You know, any of those will help you out because wheel hop, you're right, man. If your car's wheel hopping, it's bad news. You don't want to do that. Bad fucking news. Justin says, so that's why your clutch went bad. No, it's not why my clutch went bad. I had a fresh clutch. That was after, I was months down the road after the clutch went out. Trying to Fly says, I'm in the world of Mazdas. So you're not even in the Honda gang? What? What Mazda do you have? Crazy. Justin says, any mount will help wheel hop. Well, if you have wheel hop, that lets you know that something bushing wise, motor mount wise, transmission mount wise, etc., is not sound. There's some kind of play. Trying to Fly says, I have poly mount inserts in mine, just bad weight transfer. Yeah, that's weird. Like if you got inserts like something else, you're bushing something, suspension, trailing arm, control arm, sway bar bushings. I don't know. Because I had fucking hella wheel hop. I'm talking like really bad wheel hop. Got those inserts and it was all over. It was great. Car, no more vibrations, no weird noises or knocks or anything. Because literally, I would be like, let's say you're in third gear, you get up to 3,500 RPMs, take your foot completely off the throttle. Like, I'm not saying just like let off. I'm saying take your foot completely off the throttle. You hear this wow, 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 like oscillation noise. And it freaked me out. I thought it was something wrong with my like transmission or axles or something like that. Got the inserts and it went away. Trying to Fly says not anymore. Trey Flippa says innovative or Hasport mounts. What up, Trey? Trying to Fly says I built a Z-Tech swapped wagon. Sorry, guys. Trey Flippa says and a torque dampener. Yeah, I had a torque dampener in mine. The Ingalls or however you say it. It seemed to help pretty good. It's not as good as motor mounts, obviously, but old school's here. Hey, what up? So what's going on, fool? Fucking, what do you think, old school? JDM K20A or K20 K24 swap, Frankenstein swap? What do you think? Trying to Fly says 2,300 pounds of it pisses people off. Justin says got a crap load of wheel hop in the Volvo. Never thought of the mounts. Justin. Old school, Justin says. Trying to Fly says nobody ever expects it. Yeah, 2,300 pounds, dude. That's a light fucking car. For real, though. Old school says B series. What? No, I'm talking about K20A, the DC5 Integra Type R motor. Either that or K20 Type S head with a TSX bottom end. Justin says, who's Justin? This is Caroline. What, your imaginary girlfriend? Justin, you are an odd creature. He knows it too. Old school, if I was going to go B series, I would definitely grab a Civic Hatch and I would fucking throw all out and get the B16B because that's the only other Honda motor that actually outperforms, makes more horsepower per liter than a K20A, which is crazy as fuck. Literally, you got a fucking 1.6 liter versus a 2.0 liter, and the horsepower output from the B16B is the only thing that dusts a K20A. I mean, a K20A has more power for sure, but let's pretend the B16B was a B20B, you know, like a JDM. Like if it had the 0.4 extra displacement, it would probably outperform a fucking K20A. Justin says he embraces it. Oh, yeah. Trying to Fly says, yeah, I knew a kid with a supercharged B16B EK hatch. That'd be a fire setup. Old School says, all I hear is B series, fool. Don't understand your K jargon you speak of. Nah, just kidding. You remind me of Hunter Tuned every time, like, I'm in Hunter Tune's stream late at night. Like, he streams like 3 in the morning. I'll, like, ask, like, you know, K series type questions or something. He's like, I don't know anything about that rich people life. I mean, building cars in general is rich people life, not rich people life, but money life, you know? Unless you're going like friggin' B20 VTEC for like $400 for the whole swap. And then you're spending money on a turbo and you're spending money on fucking suspension and wheels and fucking Honda and all this stuff. So, like, anybody that's building a fast Honda, you're pretty much spending money. Trying to Fly says, sexy little car. LHT Performance made a video of his car. Is it the white Civic hatch? Is that what you're talking about? Like the actual Civic Type R? Is it a clone or is it a real one? Because I saw that car. I was following that build. That fucking build was nasty. Let's see. Trying to Fly says, LOL. Justin says, trying to fly. What do you drive? He drives a fucking Z-Tech swap wagon. Or I don't know what he's driving now. He said he built a Z-Tech swap wagon. But yeah, I think the K20A is where to go. It just seems like the more logical thing to do. Because you got an RSX, throw a K20A in it. Unless you're like building a dedicated drag car, it's not like drive like you know, daily drive. Like, I'm trying to make my build completely 50-50. Reliable daily driver meets a track friendly car. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like 70-25 or 70-30 or 65-25 or any of that shit, or 35, whatever the fuck. My math's off. It's been a long night. I just fucking got done hanging a fucking kitchen ceiling light that came down and almost hit me in the fucking skull. I was like, are these studs good? Are we in? Right? Yeah, we're good. And we start trying to slide it to lock it in with a spring lock or whatever. It's like a long rectangle kitchen light. And literally, we go to push it, and literally the whole fucking thing just comes down. And we're on ladders. Like, I'm on a ladder, my pop's on a ladder. We're like, oh, fuck. And he's like, motherfucker. It was so funny, but not really at the time. Now it's funny. Let's see. Justin says, wow, what wagon? Why does the fucking chat keep disappearing? I'm about to smack the shit out of somebody. Fucking technology. George Bonnie says, if you're dropping in a motor, I'd say TSX. Hey, man, to each their own. Like, I'm glad to hear, you know, each person's, you know, opinion, because both are valid. I think both are really dope. It's just, I really like, I remember when I had my stock RSX without K Pro and I could only go to 8,200 fuel cut, right? Then getting K Pro, getting the bugs worked out with the barometric bullshit and replacing the TPS with a better one. Then I could hit 8,600, hitting that rev limiter. 8,600 versus 8,200 is a big fucking difference. Now, think about this 8,600 versus 9,600. I'd set my shit to 9,600, 1,000 extra RPMs. That shit is going to be fucking berserker mode. Like, we're talking almost 10,000 RPM rev limit, dude. That's going to be, every time I shift, I'm going to nut. Like, literally, I'm just going to be like, ah! What's going to happen. No joking. Old School says, so you ain't found anything, bro? What you looking for? K20. What you looking for a K20A for? Well, literally, let's say I have 12.5. Okay, that's what I have. That's what we were prepared to spend. That's what we got the loan for. We got 10 grand loan, got like $2,500 insurance check, and I got, you know, my bolt-ons and all my stuff in my car at K-Pro still. So when you look for another RSX in decent condition, you can't find it. You can't find a low miles RSX that hasn't been molested, essentially. Some dude put some shitty wheels on it. Some dude put some shitty parts in it, and he's like fucked up the interior and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you just can't find a clean example. And I'm not going to spend 8 or 9 grand for something that's not a clean example. So what I want to do is find a satin silver RSX, base model or Type S, doesn't really matter, as long as it's cheap and it doesn't have rust. Take the interior out, because I'm going to fucking go Recaro interior. Fucking take the motor out, go K20A. Put my bolt-ons on there, because I already got, you know, the race header will work, the intake will work. It's all the same platform, you know what I mean? K20A and K20A2, all the parts work the same, basically, you know? All the bolt-ons. But yeah, like, I find that that's going to be, one, more fun to build something, and two, I'm going to get exactly what I want. We're going to start with a fresh motor, going to have fresh interior. So anything that, you know, somebody molested, or else say it's not in good condition, we're like, you know, we're cutting out the tumors. We're good to go. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Justin says, what the fuck? You almost got hit by a ceiling light? I did. 2 nights in a row. This night was definitely worse, because we were like, we thought we had it. We mounted the mounting plate up and everything, pulled on it. It's good to go. Then once we started sliding the spring, it's like the spring on one side, a clasp, and the other side, you stretch it, lock it, etc. For all you home repair people. But literally, we go to lock it, and literally just the whole fucking mounting plate just comes down. I got to catch this thing, and like almost got fucking whacked in the head while I'm standing up on a ladder 7 or 8 feet up in the air. Not fun. Trey says, I'm doing a K20, K24 build right now. Well, sourcing out the parts per se, LOL. I'm doing it with the same idea, good daily drivability while still being able to track if I wanted to. Nice, dude. And dude, like, I mean, I'm not saying I would never want to do a K20, K24. I just feel like the JDM red top, you know, it's going to be a lot less headaches to a degree, and just a little bit more longevity of the motor. I mean, it's a higher compression motor. You do a compression check on this motor, it's fucking putting out 270 psi per cylinder. Like, that shit's gonna be so much fun. And it's like legendary. It's a legendary hand-built motor. It's so fucking nasty. Justin says TSX wagons are cool. Justin says, when you get your new build started, you should meet up with Sergio. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm definitely looking for insight and advice. I mean, he already has like great videos. You know what I mean? He has how to remove an RSX engine, how to, you know, bolting up a K20 to a K24 and all this stuff. He shows you exactly what to do, which is dope. But even at that, it's still intimidating. You know, it's like, hey, I just spent $4 grand for this motor. Really don't want to fuck anything up. Trey says, if you can get your hands on a straight up K24A2, I'd say drop it straight in. Any other K24, I'd say K20, K24 setup. Well, I mean, that's a good point too. Like, let's say you just get a TSX motor, and some people just run a K20, a straight up purebred fucking K24A2 TSX motor in a RSX, and it's fucking nasty. But honestly, if I was going to go that far, I would slap the Type S head on, 50-degree VTC, shim the Type S oil pump and put that on, and, you know, all that stuff. Upgrade the timing chain, the tensioner, upgraded valve train. I would just go balls to the wall, because, I mean, if you're going to the length where you're going to take apart, disassemble, reassemble a motor, you might as well build it. You know what I mean? Just because, you're spending money already, you might as well spend more money. Save up, man. Justin says, laugh my ass off. George says, what Flip said. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options to do it. It's just I've always been super, what's the word? I guess infatuated, obsessed with that K20A red top motor. It's what the real DC5 Type R came with, and that car just performs amazingly. Old School says old B series spoon motors would go to like 12 grand, 13, 14 grand on RPMs. Dude, they would. But that's like, that's a fucking spoon engines are fucking a whole nother beast. Same thing with Toda engines or 4-piston racing motors and stuff like that. Like all these new companies and old companies, man, that's some serious money. A fucking 4-piston K20, K24 motor. If you fully do every upgrade option, it's like 20 grand. It's like 25 grand. I mean, it better go to 14 grand. Fuck. Trey says, yeah, Sergio's cool. I've learned a lot from his channel from where I build. I even redid my engine wire and harness thanks to him. Yeah, dude, he's fucking awesome. And you want to know the crazy thing? Like, if you go to his how to remove an RSX engine, when you're watching him talk through the, like, you get to the end where he's like talking and spieling and stuff like that. He's like, thanks so much, guys. I got 130 subs right now. 130. That was like in March of 2017. That's fucking crazy. Like, his channel caught on real quick. You know what I mean? Like, and it's because it's vital information, dude. Like, it's so fucking awesome. I've learned so many things from Sergio. Like, I think most recent thing I really dug that he did was the how to install the Walboro 255 pump and modifying the fuel pump cage. Dude, that fucking blew my hair back. Like, I was like, dude, he shows you exactly step by step how to modify the cage. Like, if you didn't have this information, it'd be a clusterfuck. You wouldn't know what the fuck to do. You'd be cutting shit out and fucking up the fuel cage assembly. True story. Justin says, do you follow Zosh? Yeah. Then he says, Skunk 2 Alpha Race Header. I have one. Yeah. What about it? Trey says, yes, I plan to do that Walboro pump myself using that video. True story, man. That's why I was giving my secondary tech Juan shit when he was like, this shit does not work. This pump, I can't make it work or some shit like that. I was like, dude, I'm about to fucking send you the link to Sergio's video. Just like, get your shit together. You fucking burned out my fuel pump. Running the car with watery gas in it. And you're a fucking idiot. Don't touch my car again. Because this is my take on intelligence and like expertise. The people that are really fucking good at what they do, they basically assume they don't know much. They can always learn more, right? Like really good musicians, they're like, oh, I'm not that great. They're always learning more. And the people that are like, oh, I'm the shit. I'm ace mechanic. I'm a great musician. I'm a great painter. I'm a great filmmaker. They usually fucking suck. You know what I mean? Because if you just act like a student, like, you always have something to learn, even if you already know it, just learn it again, because then that's more expertise. It's like muscle memory. They say, what do they say? They say, like, you cannot fully master a technique until you've done it or repeated it at least like 13 times in your mind, your muscle memory. So, like, let's say, like, playing drums, like fucking single strokes. Just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Until you do that a whole bunch, you're not going to get comfortable with it. And then, like, double strokes, left, right, left, right. So until you break it down slow and do it a whole bunch of times, you're never going to learn it, That's right. Let's see. Justin says, Juan fucked it up. So very true. Trying to fly says, grasshopper becomes the sensei. That's right. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, when people have that ego, it's like one thing to be confident or something, but when you have that ego, you're like, yeah, I'm great. Old school says easy teacher, son. Motherfucking wax on, wax off. VTech on, VTech off. But yeah, guys, fucking honestly, I might mull it over a little bit more, but I'm really leaning more towards the JDM motor because I don't know, something about it, man. It's just speaking to me. I'm like, I've always wanted one. I always talked about it like a year ago. I was like, when we went to go get my wheels last September at JSpec and they had one there, I was like, oh my God, that's it. That is the fucking K20A red top. They had a whole shelf of them. I was like, ooh, literally just like by the fucking, I don't even know what, throw up, cry, jizz, all at the same time. Old school says, fuck you, bro. I'm a genius. I know it all. Can't tell me shit. Uh, Trying to Fly says you should just ship a right-hand drive front clip and use it. Yeah, more expensive, definitely. Old school says laughing my ass off. Just kidding. Oh, I know you're just kidding, dude. You giving me that business. Front clips are suspicious to me. I know that sounds sketchy. Or, just like, oh, it's fine. Something about them taking the motor out and the motor's all there. It's in good condition. They compression test it. Like a lot of times with the whole right-hand drive front clip thing, there's hidden secrets there. You know what I mean? Like I just don't trust it because I'm not trying to go right-hand drive necessarily. I mean, it'd be cool, but it's definitely more money. Definitely more money. That would be dope though. Because I feel like if I was going to go right-hand drive, why not just import a Honda Integra Type R over, which is definitely more money, but you'd be getting an authentic, unmolested one. You don't have to fucking dick with it. True story. It's just hard to find them, especially for a good deal. The cheapest I've ever seen a JDM DC5 Type R go for was Arctic Blue Pearl. It was in Osaka at an Auto Mart, $6,700. $6,700. You want to know how long that lasted for? Less than a day, about 8 hours, then it was sold. Yep. So even if it cost, let's say, 3 or 4 grand to get it over here, that'd still be 10 grand. And it had like 84,000 miles on it or something ridiculously low like that. I was like, oh my God, I need money right now. I was like thinking about selling my studio and shit. I was like, need to sell all this now today. Like have a fucking garage sale or something. Trying to Fly says everything would be there. It would be there, but a lot of times with the front clip, the carpet's no good. The airbags might have been deployed. Not that that really matters because you could get a quick hub and just a block off plate for the passenger side one. Justin says skunk 2 header on Craigslist for $290. I already have one. Justin, do I need to smack you? You know the build, Justin. Justin says, well, if you have the loan, right, you can go for it now or get another loan. No, that's not how it works. Usually they sell $6,700 is like holy grail. Like you're not going to find that again. And not to mention, I don't know how importing vehicles works at all. I don't know what hoops you got to jump through. And not to mention, let's say they're like, it's in great condition. It fucking comes all the way from Osaka, Japan on a fucking freight ship. It gets here and it's fucked up. Then I'm shit out of luck because I spent my money and I don't have any money to work on it. Justin or read that old school says shit's going to get more expensive to import parts from Japan because of Trump's tariffs. Very true. Was reading an article on a Japanese nostalgic car about it. Yeah, because like, dude, let's say you could find a Skyline for 15 or 20 grand over in Japan. conversion rate, you know, Japanese yen to USD, it's like 15, 20 grand maybe. J-Spec sells them for 30, so they're making 10 racks off of you. You know what I mean? So I would imagine if you could get an RSX, or not an RSX, fucking Honda Integra Type R, the right-hand drive real one. Let's say you could get it for $7,500 to 12 to 15 grand, somewhere in there. They're going to charge you like 20 or 25 for it probably. I'd say they'd charge you 25 for it. Because they charge you, like, let's go to J-Spec and see what right-hand drive cars they have imported right now as we speak. What's in their inventory? Imported right-hand drive cars, they have 11 of them. And I think a lot of them are sold. They have a 1992 FD Affinity RX-7 Type RZ tuned by FamSpeed. They want 26 grand for it. They have a 1989 Toyota Supra Mach 3, 19 grand. A Suzuki Cappuccino, which is a piece of dog shit, $900. Unos Cosmos, 13 grand. Unos Roadster, 9 grand. Those cars are dog shit. You know what I mean? It's nothing. Then they sold the white GTR R32. They sold the black R32. They sold the burgundy Skyline GTST and the 180 Sylvia. And they all sold well over $20,000. Justin says, oh, true, but genuine right-hand drive Type R. What the fuck is a Suzuki Cappuccino? Damn. I'll show you what a Suzuki Cappuccino is. It's a turbocharged piece of shit. That's what a Suzuki Cappuccino is. Like, this car is not cool. I don't like it. It has T-tops. I mean, it's you know, it's not like the worst car ever made or anything. It's definitely not what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? It's like almost like a third-rate Honda Beat. It can redline at 8,300 RPMs. It has an auto gauge. Oh yeah, Suzuki. It has a Cusco fucking front strut tower bar. What? It just. It has a roll bar. It has the yellow JDM spare tire. It has a bunch of shit I don't want. It'd be funny as shit to K-swap that. If I could K-swap this car, it'd be instantly cooler. But yeah, the only other cars they have is like this fucking FD for fucking 26 grand, which is, you know, it's a dope car, but I don't necessarily want that. Then this 89 Mach 3 Supra, Unos Roadster, the Unos Cosmo, and then all the good cars are sold out. So that gives you an idea for inventory. Justin says, "Oh my God, Gucci is cooler." Yeah, to a degree, it is. Trey says, "LOL sounds like a Starbucks." Let me get the Suzuki Cappuccino, venti size, extra whipped cream. Aldo says, "Anyone have K-tune inner and outer tie rods on their RSX?" No, I don't. I had hard race outer tie rods and roll center adjusters, but the inner tie rods were just stock. They were still good. Old school says they sell them at Starbucks. Fool, damn, you don't know shit. Fucking Justin, man. Justin's laughing. Does it have over 100 horsepower? I don't even specs. I can't believe I'm looking this up. No. The Suzuki Cappuccino is a small two-door, two-seater, detachable hardtop mini car produced by Suzuki Motor Corporation. The vehicle was made to meet Kai car design specifications for lower tax and insurance in Japan. Weighing only 1,598 pounds, the Cappuccino is powered by a turbocharged three-cylinder. Three-cylinder? What is that? 657cc dual overhead cam engine. Its dimensions also conform to the Kai car regulations on length and width. It resembles the coffee of the same name. Front and rear weight distribution is claimed to be 50-50 when both seats are occupied. Layer is front mid-engine and rear-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive. Oh, man. It instantly got cooler. The hood, roof, roll bar, and lower front guard panels are aluminum. How much fucking horsepower does it make? They don't tell you how much it fucking makes. Oh, come on. Man. Horsepower. They don't tell you. It's pretty bad when you try to look up a car's specs. You can't even find how much horsepower it has. It probably has like 86 horsepower. I mean, it is a 3-cylinder engine with like 600cc. Car dimming. Oh my God, listen to this. Another Life's Blood 1992 Suzuki Cappuccino post. Well, as I suspected, the engine couldn't hold the upgrade in power and the 18 psi of boost. So evidently the piston ring started to fail. So I'm doing a rebuild of the bottom end. So far, this is the parts list that are in the mail. Halfway piston set, 684 cc's, oversized by 0.5 millimeters. Full engine gasket set, conrod bearings, crankshaft bearings, thrust bearings, set input shaft, bearing, timing belt, tensioner, oil pump. Oh my God, this guy's not fucking around. I want to just know how much fucking horsepower it has. That's pretty hilarious. It really reminds me of the Honda Beat, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, I found it. Power output was acclaimed 63 horsepower at 6,500 RPMs to fit under the maximum power allowed for Kai cars. 63 horsepower. So that dude's upgrading it, like building the block and shit like that. He's like probably gonna hit like 150 horsepower. Good God. That's fucking crazy. Where are we at? My just says my Odyssey is 3 cylinders on the highway. LOL. Old school says key car, bro. Say it right, fool. Is it key car? To me, that looks like Kai. I don't know why. KEI. I don't know. That's me. Key car. There it is. Justin says 1,500 pounds in rear wheel drive. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sure it's like, since 1,500 pounds, probably feels like a fucking go kart. Old school says sucking that cancer down, huh? Shades. You know it. You know it. Justin says, looked it up, 63 horsepower, 6,500 RPMs. I think my lawnmower has more horsepower. Well, that must be a hell of a lawnmower. But yeah, things interesting to say the least. It's definitely weird as fuck. 63 horsepower. Why does that sound so hilarious? Like if somebody said to you, dude, I got a 63 horsepower go-kart, like literally like a 500-pound go-kart, you'd be like, oh shit. But 1,500 pounds, 1,500 pounds, that's not, it's like basically 1,600. I think it was like 1,573 or some shit. So it's like 1,600 pounds. 63 horsepower. Let's say it was double weight. It was 1,600, 3,200 pounds, and it had 126 horsepower. That would be a slow car. So like half that. It's probably not too fast, honestly. It's probably pretty zip. It's probably like not slow necessarily, but it's not fast. Justin says, "I'd love a beat. It looks cool." Yeah, my dream is to find a beat, restore it, and put a K series in it. That would be game over. Old school says, "Hell of a lawnmower, Justin." Damn, where'd you find that? Oh, and also, Chris Millington's here. Hola, bros. What up, man? How you doing? I was wondering where you were at. Fucking, for all y'all that always wonder what is that song at the end of Zosh's videos, that thing, I found it. That's right. I found it. Because I've always wondered what the fuck is that song. And apparently, like, I talked to Honda Vlogs about it. I was like, dude, what is that song at the end of his fucking thing? Like, what is that? And he's like, dude, I don't know. Somebody like wrote it and like let him have it or something. But it's y'all ain't even ready for this shit. Where's it at? Where's it at? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh shit, my speaker's not even on. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Y'all ready for this shit? Y'all ready for this shit? I found it. That's right. And this video, this YouTube clip, only has 300 views.
Ain't trying to commit no crime. I'm just trying to chill on the real. Sip a couple pills, kissing on my shorty. 2 pop bumping on my 212.
Old school says, I think the Honda S660 is tight. I take one of those. They look like mini NSXs. I think it'd be dope. Justin says, I was wrong. My mower has 23 horsepower. Old school says, or baby NSXs, whatever you prefer. Baby NSXs, I like that. Justin says, this song's fire. Chris says, been working my ass off, so been missing some of your vids. Too tired to stay up late. Oh, you're all good, man. Yeah, literally, it was just crazy to find this song. And, you know, I've been watching Zosh for probably about like a year now. And fucking, I was always wondering in the back of my head, I was like, where is that song from? What is it? Chris says, what's the song's name? It's called On the Low, and that's all I can say. Old school says the beat is cool. That's about it though. Yeah, I don't really fuck with I'm not like huge on Chopped and Screwed. I mean, it's not like horrible or anything. There's definitely like DJ Screw was definitely an innovator of what he did. Like when he did it, fucking Texas Tea Man, Atlanta, Georgia, all that when it was first popping off, pretty cool. Bunch of promethazine sipping crazy people. But like now it's like, you know, it's kind of played out now. But you know, I definitely like that sample in the back, that like fucking girly little. That's the only part I really like. Where are we at? Justin says, we missed you, Chris. Old school says, the beat is cool. That's about it. Justin says, had no idea you were following Zosh too. Cool. Why wouldn't I follow Zashi? He has like 200,000 subs almost. He's pretty much like one of the most popular Honda YouTubers. You know what I mean? Chris Millington says, Rebel, gay. Just kidding. Chris Millington just made my world. That was funny as shit. Justin says, laughing my ass off, Chris. Chris is dying laughing. That's right. That's right. Old School says, how does it go again, Shades? Can't sing that high anymore. Smoke too many cigs. It's like starting with a singing voice in high school that like sounded like John Lennon from the Beatles or some shit, and then like friggin' 10 or 12 years later, you sound like Tom Waits. That's great. And Old School says, you a fucking fool, bro. That's right. You know it. That's how we do it around here. Giving no fucks. No fucks. This is what happens when you take my Honda away. And probably when I have a Honda too, honestly. Speed Academy has got a new video. Do not swap an S2000 engine like this. Justin says, in puberty, you sound like both in a single day. Chris says, anything new as far as the car situation goes? Basically, it's hard to find a clean example of an RSX Type S, unmolested, low miles, all that shit. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to find an RSX that's cheap, right? High miles on the motor. Maybe the interior sucks. Who knows what. No rust, though. That's the thing I'm looking for, is no rust. A little bit, if it has like, fucked up bumper or something, I don't give a fuck about that. I can get another bumper. What it comes down to, Justin says clickbait. Suck my dick from the bag. I don't clickbait nobody. How dare you? Clickbait. This is a engaged conversation debate about K20A versus K20, K24 Frank Zappa Frankenstein, whatever you want to call it, swap. Fucking literally, I'm gonna piece together my car, get a fucking RSX that has a shitty motor in it, whatever, and throw either JDM K20A red top motor in it, or TSX motor, or K20 K24. Oh, Justin meant LOL, meant the S2K video title. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, there's 5 people in here. I was like, this is such clickbait. It's not exactly like fight night when we got 100 people in the stream. Dude, I'm still geeking out that 100 people came to that stream and got shut down. And I got a fucking copyright strike, community guideline strike. They shut down this fucking stream for 3 months. Fucking wild style. Justin says 147. Was it 147? I've lost count. It was a lot. It was like well over 100 people probably. That was fucking crazy. Crazy. Are you going to stream the fight? Yes, here you go. I should just start doing that again. Like getting a bunch of random accounts and just like leaving like trail links or something like, hey, go to this channel. And it doesn't matter. Chris says, that sounds great, man. I think it's the better way anyways, because you'll be able to save a bit of money to be able to add more parts. Yeah, exactly. And if I do either way, like if I went the TSX route, be able to get a lot more parts. I'd be able to essentially fully build the motor, like piston and valve train, and like, bottom end and top end basically. And with the K20A, it doesn't need the top end built because it has titanium valve train anyway. And it's got Type R pistons that are, better than the Type S pistons. So all I'd need for the red top motor is I'd get a reinforced timing chain from Toda and a reinforced upgraded timing chain tensioner. And then, what else would I get? Probably like just, freshen up a couple little other things. Maybe like see how the VTEC solenoid's condition is, all the gaskets, valve cover gasket, seals, oil pan seal, transmission seal. Just give everything a really good once over, water pump, all that shit. Justin says, yes, you should. LOL. The Gunder Muffin. I don't know who that is. What's your favorite ABBA song? Yeah, I'm not a big ABBA fan. Hope that doesn't ruffle any feathers, but yeah, not a big ABBA fan. Old School says, fuck ABBA. Eye to eye, dude. Eye to eye. Fuck ABBA. Gunder Muffin says, what about Nirvana? And fuck you, dude. I think somebody needs a timeout. Fucking done. Fucking, you like ABBA and Nirvana? Justin says he's dead. Old School's dying laughing. It's great. It's too great. Dude, who the fuck likes ABBA? I don't like ABBA. Chris says, oh, don't do that to the poor old muffin man. The Gunder Muffin. Old School says, sorry, dude, but yeah, fuck ABBA. Justin says, what is Nirvana? Nirvana is the heightened state of enlightenment. Buddha. Chris Milton says, I love ABBA. Yeah, not a big fan. He says, just kidding. Justin says, the Muffin Man likes muffin tops. I believe it. And it's ironic you said the Muffin Man because that's a fucking Frank Zappa song. Here we are talking about K20, K24, Frank Zappa, Frankenstein swaps. That's right. That's right. Chris says, oh my God. That's right. Fucking, but yeah, there's a lot of different ways to go. I mean, we'll see how the fucking, the game plan, I'd like to see you go check out the fucking Red Top Motor in person, see if they'd work a cash deal. Because obviously a lot of people would probably put that shit on their credit card. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, I'm sure nowadays people are putting shit on their credit cards. Like, be like, yo, y'all are asking $4,200 for this Red Top Motor. And it says the weird thing is, this is what I don't get. They say our imported performance engines come between 25 to 70,000 miles of miles on them. How the fuck did they come up with such a broad, like, fucking generalization of figure? Like, some places are like, our motors come with 30 to 55,000. So that's like 20,000, 25,000, give or take. But 25 to 70,000. That's like really weird. I don't get it. I guess it doesn't matter though, because they provide a video, like they show the serial number of the motor so you know which motor it is. And then they show you a video of the compression test being done, and it's 270. It's 270 across the board. Old School says, I was just kidding, dang, but nah, dude, no ABBA for me. ABBA, of all things. Justin's dying laughing. Yardman 001. What's up, man? He says, because it's bullshit marketing. What do you mean by that? It's not really like a big company. It's not like Apple. It's like a mom and pop import shop. Chris says, because it's JDM. Doesn't matter, bro. It's JDM. I mean, the compression test is really what. I mean, let's say they said their motors come with like 30,000 miles on it and it had a shitty compression test, like 240, 220, 270, 260. Like, that would be sketch. I wouldn't buy that. I want one that's across the board 270, 270, 270, 270. Justin says, I smell a Dep Joe. Justin says, Yard man, your pulls are amazing. Yeah, I've never watched your channel before. I'll have to check it out, man. I see what looks like your thumbnail is a satin silver DC5. So, hey, man, you're in the right place. He says all those JDM import companies quote that mileage range. Well, that's the broadest one I've ever seen. Usually it's like 30 to 55K. That's usually like what a lot of places say. It's like usually a 20,000 mile gap. But yeah, J-Spec, like for the Type R motors, they're like saying 25 or 20,000 to 25,000 to 70,000 or something like that. I was like, that's kind of broad. Let's see. Yardman says, thanks, Rebel Rouser. Here, I'm checking your channel out right now, actually, so I don't forget it. How do you check out his fucking channel? It won't let me. What the fuck? Here, I'm just copying here. Let's check this shit out. Yardman. 116 videos and 300 subs. Well, goddamn, son, where'd you find that? Two quick pulls after raising VTech by 500 RPMs. Go to your upload page. RSX problem. Oh, dude, I have watched your I see the little red bar at the bottom. I've watched your dyno tune. I think Hobby Tune getting me those gains, RSX. Yeah, I have watched your channel before. Here, I'll give you a sub, man. There you go. I subbed. Where are we at? Chris says offer them 150 bucks cash. Hey, let me get this JDM red top here. I'll give you like 100 bucks. Chris is dying laughing. Yardman says, thanks, Rebel Rouser. Gooner Muffin or Gunder Muffin says, I said, fuck you to Justin. ABBA is bae. Pee is stored in the balls. What the fuck? Justin says, Yardman's got a fire channel. Laugh my ass off. Old School says, I always thought the same thing about those JDM engines. How the fuck they come up with those numbers? Yeah, you know what I mean? Justin says, Gunder Muffin, send me a pic of your top. Gunder Muffin says, you say fuck ABBA, I say fuck Linkin Park. Honestly, I say fuck both. George Bonnie says, sub 301. Yardman says, thanks, bro. Old School says, I say fuck both those shitty bands. That's all I gotta say. Justin says Gunder Fabs to Miley Cyrus, Cyrus and Hoobastank. Chris Mellon says you all need to check out this channel. The Tong Man, I did. Fucking I subscribed. He's got a very badass CT charged 8th gen Civic Si, aka Big Red. Dude, and he has a video where he fucking is like racing somebody and he's in the over the double yellow line in like a 2-lane road. Fucking gets pulled by the cops. Cop fucking literally blocks him. One's behind him and one just pulls in front of him. It's like, show me your fucking hands. Shit is crazy. Gunnar Muffin says, Rebel, where can I send you pics of my bobs and vagina? Old School says, facts. Justin says, I don't want to see that, but I'd see boobs and vagina. Chris says, what? I love Linkin Park. And he spelled it like Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln. But only Only old stuff, not any of the new stuff. Chris Millington says, yeah, they let him go. They let him go? What? Dude, I would never see that coming. That's fucking crazy. I think the only Linkin Park song I can fuck with is the collab they did with Executioners, the like group of DJs on the Built from Scratch album. It's like It's Going Down or some shit like that. That's about it though. Never a big Linkin Park fan. Chris says his car pulls hard. Auto type, sorry. Yeah, I figured. I was just fucking with you anyway. The Gunder Muffin says, you don't like Numb? Justin says, Gunder, do you like Beyonce? This is like the most like wild style stream in a while. Chris says, I know. True story. Fuck. Chris is laughing. Gunner Muffin says, no, I do love Survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Dude, like articulation. That's like audio poetry. Justin says, ooh, please no. Chris Melton says, LOL, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. My RSX transmission broken ring gear. I like this one random unboxing, Xbox One unboxing. It's like all this car shit, Xbox One unboxing. Chris Millington says, I'd make sweet love to her after cleaning out Jay-Z's jizz. Gunder Muffin says, Rebs, you need to suck me jib niblets. Fuck. Old School says, what the fuck is going on? Exactly. Chris Millington says, just kidding. The Gunder Muffin says, ABBA's Bay and Survivor's Bay. Yeah, I bet you're the same guy listening to Bad Baby. Bod Bobby, sorry. Justin says, Gunder, suck your own niblets. Chris says, sexy time. Ooh, what the fuck, dude? No. Oh my God. Best stream ever. Old School said, what the fuck is going on? You're supposed to be talking about like fucking Volk wheels and fucking VTEC, bro. Not jib niblets. Gunder says, I'm a chick. Now you'll never get to see me bobs and vagina. If you're a chick, I'm a 400-year-old sorcerer or some shit. What fucking girl would be on here? And why would she be named the Gunder Muffin? Chris says, what can I though, miss? The Gunder Muffin. Why does the chat keep disappearing? They need to fix this shit, man. The Gunder Muffin says, then you're a 400-year-old wizard. Justin says, wait, you're a chick and you don't have a vagina? Damn, vagina. Chris says, please, I need to. I'm lonely. The Gunder Muffin says, from D&D. Chris says, just kidding. Justin says, frag. Says the guy that sounds like this. Justin, you're always the easy target in these chats. But now I'm not sure. Now the Gunder Muffin. I think the Gunder Muffin might be bottom bitch. Old School says, play some beats, dude. Look up the Underdog, the Mentor, sick beat. On it, man. We do take requests here, as long as they won't get me monetized. What did you say? That? Oh, it's a space in between. That's fine. You said the mentor. Oh, it's duh underdog. There we go. I was wondering why it didn't pop up. I'm already liking the harpsichord clavy thing. Oh yeah. Justin's laughing. Chris says, "Hello, Tina. Eat your dinner. Gosh." Gunner Muffin says, "I'm a chick with big juicy tatas." Justin says, "What the fuck is a tata? A dessert?" I think it's slang for some titties. Chris says, "Oh my God, Lord." Gunner Muffin says, "Look up Cambodia by Kim Wilde. Feck yeah." Chris is making faces. Justin says, "A certain fag seems to be horny tonight." Chris says, "Tits, bro. LOL means tits." Old School says, "Juicy tatas. What kind of juice is that? What the fuck is juice?" Gunner Muffin says, "Why can't I see Justin's comments? Make sure you're on live chat." Drama. Justin says milk. Gunner Muffin says LOL. Yeah, I agree. Old School. Fire. Gunner Muffin says, "Oh, Justin is Rebs." Rebs. Thanks, Rebs. Old School says, "LOL, what is this juice you speak of? I want grape drink." "I want some purple drink." It's purple. Chris says, "Me too, and I like some milk." He needs some milk. Trey says, "Grape drink, LOL." "I want some apple drink. It's green." You always see that Sunny Delight commercial, and there's the guy in the background. Goes to the fridge. "Hey, got some Sunny D, got some purple stuff." There's gonna be that kid in the back that's like, "I want that purple stuff." Oh my God. Justin says, "Gunder, you like Hillary." Gunder says, "Be right back. I'm going to release some lemon juice from my bean." Only 3 ingredients: sugar, water, and of course purple. Old School says it comes in a can and it's purple. Justin says pinto bean. Chris says, "Fuck Hillary. I'll show that bitch my 7.62s, yo." This has been the wildest stream in a long time. On all 4 fronts. No joking. So yeah, that K20A JDM Red Top motor. Oh yeah. Pinto beans. Piss. Purple drink. Tatas. All that. Old School says pinto beans give me power, bitch. That's right. That is right. Dude, that fucking song, Old School, it only has 1,200 views, man. That's fucked up. I'm adding, you know what I'm adding that to? The playlist known as Good Shit. That's right. If any of y'all ever get curious to know what Shades Wade thinks is good shit, go to the playlist of mine called Good Shit. Bugging with me. Spanish. Pinto. Pinto from Spanish to English means pinto. The fuck? Justin, you're a savage. Let's see. Chris says, I'm so sorry to tell you guys this, but I'm hard as fuck. I don't want to know that, Chris. Old School says, decal on my car says powered by beans and rice. That's right. Chris says, LOL, just kidding. Justin says, laugh my ass off. Chris, Old School's dying laughing. The sketch factor in here just went up to 7.8. And it was at like a 4.7. So, yeah. True story. See, the question is, if I play some of the new Death Grips album for y'all, I wonder if it's going to get shut down, because the last time I played a clip from Death Grips, it was like the first or second single they released, and literally, like, the fucking stream got blocked worldwide. So, I don't know. The Gunner Muffin. Man, why does the stream fucking chat just keep going blank? And then I have to scroll when it's... The Gunner Muffin says, yep, so anyone heard about Half-Life 3 at E3? No, I haven't. I'm excited for The Last of Us 2, though. That game looks like some fucking fire. I haven't been that excited about a game in a minute, probably since, like, Gran Turismo dropped, and that game fucking is cool, but it blows at the same time. I don't like it. The sportsmanship is garbage in that game. They need to fix that shit. Because I don't know about you guys, but one of the reasons I like cars so much is definitely an ode to Gran Turismo when I was like 6. That game was the shit. Justin says, no, I saw a top 10 worst cars, and it said Pinto means small penis in Spanish. Old School says, what is going on in here? Crying. Justin says, nah, but I've heard of 69. Go get some of it, Gunder. Chris says, for only 25 easy payments and $29.95, you can too have rock hard cock, but at your local Sam's Club. What the fuck? Gunner Muffin says, I've done that with myself because I'm a chick. What? Oh my god. Justin says, I'd rather use the $30 on headlight restoration, Chris. Chris says, looking to buy the new Fallout. There's a new Fallout coming out? Shit. I'm game for that too, because Fallout 4 was the shit. I never even beat that game all the way through. That game's in depth, for sure. The Gunder Muffin says, oh, have you seen the Resident Evil 2 trailer? Nope. Gunder Muffin says, yeah, Fallout 76. Is that really what it's called? Not Fallout 5? Justin says, or Chris says, okay. Gunner Muffin says is online only, though. That's a tongue tire. Trey says Resident Evil 2 remake looks good. Justin says, did you like the Transformers movie? If you're talking to me, no, not really. Old School says, still talking headlight restoration, Justin? What the fuck? Yeah, for real. Just get it done. Stop it. Justin's on laughing. Chris says, Sam's Club. Well, make you keep on coming. This is a stream for the record books. Like, oh my god, so great. Chris says, Chris Millington says, yes, Fallout 76 guys and gals, it will just be like the other Fallouts online. Only online, though. Well, that was my one gripe with Fallout 4. It was, it's a single player game. You can't play with your friends. You can't do like co-op campaign or anything. So I always wanted to play Fallout 4 with, like, you know, you're building these like fucking towns and all this like building and fighting people and all this crazy shit, and you can only play by yourself. It's just not as much fun. It's like just not fun. Let's see. The Gunner Muffin says, so you're a car dude. I just found this channel. Justin says, no, he's a human. Get it right. Old School says Sam's Club. Justin's mechanic shop. Gunner Muffin says, okay, a human that humps cars. I do. I put my dick right in the gas tank all the time. Justin retracted a comment because he's sketchball. Chris says no, he's just a gay guy opening up to us straight dudes muffin. Justin says, yep, he is. You know it. Super gay. I only hump boy cars. That's right. I fuck boy cars. That's right. Old school says no lube either, huh, Shades? No Vaseline. That's fucking straight. Why is everybody turning on me? What did I do? I'm just the ringleader. Gunner Muffin says, God damn it, why does the fucking chat keep disappearing? I'm so done with this shit. Only boy cars, they're not the trannies. Oh, get it, tranny? Old school's dying laughing. Justin says, Vaseline is lube. He's intrigued. Chris says, love you too, no homo. And then a bunch of gay hearts. Right back at you. Trey Phillip was laughing. God damn it. Y'all are some crazy motherfuckers. Gunner Muffin says, I'm starting to love you as well, bebe. No homo. Well, I thought you were a girl, so how would it be no homo? If you loved me, it wouldn't be homo. It would definitely be hetero. Oh my god. Oh shit. Justin says, I can't even get Vaseline off my hands. That would be horrible on your dick. Chris says, love all you dudes and some more gay hearts. Old school says, gay hearts. Chris says, Shades, thumbs up, Minto Pinto. Gunner Muffin says, oh shit, I'm a lesbian. Fucking Justin's laughing his ass off. Chris says, oh my. Old school says, oh shit, wild style night. You know it. Speaking of wild style, I gotta get some more coffee. I'm trying not to kill each other. Yo. What do we got? Man, shut the fuck up. Dog's a fucking retard. Let's see. Chris says Muffin, that's totally fine. The Gunner says Kim Wild Style Night. I'm a lesbian that has a penis. Justin says, Gunner, do you love a Prius? Knew it. Gunner says, don't tell car man. Justin says, plastic penis. Chris says, oh, I see, LOL. Old school says, Shades, I just ran away, left the stream up, moved away. That's right. Chris says, okay, shh. Justin says, Shades, that was mean leaving us with this homo. Trey's dying laughing. The Gunner says, Shades, you rock. Not many people that drink coffee at night. I have a woman bun. What the fuck? Old School says, what the fuck, Shades? Justin says, Gunner, you made me soft again. Old School says, Shades, where art thou, Shades? Chris Milton says, Sam's Club. We strive to make our customers happy even if they hate us. Justin says, Sam's got good pizza. No, they don't. That pizza sucks dick from the back. That's dick cheese. That's not real cheese. Oh my God, this stream. Oh man. You guys are putting it in Guinness Book of World Records. Oddest stream for a subscriber that has less than 1,000 subs. I swear. Chris says, it's good old Sam's dirty old dick cheese pizza. Gunner Muffin says, Rebs, I'll show you my vagina if you need pro. Why do you keep spelling it wrong? Is it like a vegan vagina? A vegana? Oh my God. Justin says, okay, well, the hot dogs are good. You would, Justin, you would. Chris says, I need proof. Old School says, dick cheese with those hot dogs, Justin. Oh, dick cheese? You know you fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right? Chris says, I bet you like them hot dogs, Rebel. Oh my God. Justin says, yep, it's a vegan vagina because it doesn't eat meat. She's a lesbian. Oh shit. Gunner Muffin says, yeah, pay me $100 F and F on PayPal. $100 F and F? Fast and the Furious? What are you talking about? What is F and F? When I see F and F, I instantly think Fast and the Furious. Chris says, no, I can get cooters for free, honey. Oh. That's right. Oh, friends and family. So you don't get feed. Haha. Old School says, nobody wants to see a clapped out muffin, bitch. That's what I gotta say. And he's right. Nobody wants to see a clapped out muffin. Nobody wants to see roast beef curtains. Nobody wants to see a hot dog in a hallway. Am I right? Where are we at? Justin says Gunder does. Old School says true story. The Gunder Muffin says, hey, it's a 57-year-old roast beef vegania. Vegania. Chris says, I'll give you free gift cards to dirty old Sam's Club, though. Justin says, ooh, not in the MILF, sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, babies came out of there. That's weird. That thing's never going back. Old School says, roast beef curtains. Oh shit, I'm fucking dying over here, dude. Oh my God. The Gunner Muffin says, I still have time to make the babies. Chris says, I'll still eat your cooter. It's cooter nonetheless. Just kidding. Oh my God. You guys are some fucking savages. Fucking savage. Oh, what the fuck? I'm trying to think what is up next on the playlist. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Why is this fucking Chacu disappearing? Justin says you could probably make a loaf of bread with all that yeast. Oh, fuck. Chris says, I'm 28 years young. Old school says, wow, fuck, man. Justin says, 28 is a good age, Chris. Gunner Muffin says, look up Spawn of Satan by Stephanie Britt. It sounds horrible. Justin says, oh my fucking God, Rebel. That's some funny shit right there. Dude, why is this fucking page not work, motherfucker? Old school says, oh fuck, Justin, making me throw up. My dude, damn it. Chris says, not for me. Sherman, what up, man? Says, what you got going on tonight, holy Jesus? Praise him. It's all bets are off. That's all I gotta say. If you came here for K series talk, Honda talk, I think it's out the window at this point. I really do. Your neighborhood Jesus. I don't know what happened. Justin says, sorry, done laughing. Chris says, I'll most likely die before 35. The Gunner Muffin says, yes, praise Jesus. Justin says, laughing my ass off. Ho, Sherman. Gunner says, repent the Lord for... What the fuck? Repent the Lord for the sin shall be forgiven. Chris Millington says, oh Lord, Sam's Club. Justin says, Sherman came to evangelize. Sherman says, go for what you know. It's all good. Chris says, the Lord Sam's of the clubs. Old school says, holy Jesus, praise him. I'm up on the fucking cross and you guys are making dick jokes. That's what Jesus would say. Gunner Muffin says, Shad. You can call me Gunder. Saying my whole name is too long. I'm going to call you Dick Muffin. Is that okay? Oh my God. Justin's laughing. Sherman says, repent, sinner. That'll be 1995. Send the collection plate around. Gunder Muffin says, or you can call me Roxana. I hands down, wholeheartedly do not believe you're a girl. Sorry. We're going to need proof. We're going to need proof. Justin says, Roxana. Chris says, can I call you Muffin or Miss Muffin? LOL. Gunder Muffin says, you can stick your dog in my muffin anytime. Alrighty then. Justin says, send a pic to Shades Way to Instagram. Yeah, do it. Do it. And I'll show everybody. And then we'll get banned. There it is. Truth be told. And then I open up the picture and throw up probably. Oh my God. Justin says she'll send you a loaf of bread. God, that's disgusting. That is revolting. Old school says, yo, what the fuck is happening tonight? I'm not sure. Oh, man. Just not sure. Let's see. I can already tell what's been happening in the past hour. It was like the first like 30 or 40 minutes was like car talk, and then I don't know, all hell broke loose. Gunner Muffin says, no, I like my privacy. Just imagine me as a sexy Shades Wade. What the fuck? Chris fucking says, I love you muffins. Old School says, just threw up a little. Justin said, it's not even Friday. Chris Millington says, oh my God, no thanks. Gunner Muffin says, Chris, I love you, baby. Sherman says, confess your sins, C. Milligan. Justin says, Gunner, you're good at making us soft. What the fuck? Well, it's funny you mentioned Fridays, Justin. Usually Fridays are slow anyway, because like most people watch like, you know, Throb Nation stream or Gear stream, and then I come on like 10 o'clock and fucking, yeah. Usually it's kind of a boring, it's usually kind of a boring night. Really haven't been watching Throb streams or videos that much because he got rid of the Type R. It's like I just don't, there's not much content that caters to, you know, Honda people. I mean, he has a Honda Civic Sport hatchback, I get that, but Type R was where it was at. That's just me. Andy said he's getting a fucking another Corvette. I was like, dude, you sold a Corvette to get another Corvette. What is this? What is this deal? Justin says when you're around. Chris says, oh, thank you. Gunner says you can get it up no matter what you do. What in the fuck? Old School says enough with this religious shit already. That's right. That's right. Chris says, okay, I repent my sins. Justin says, yeah, true, and I don't get to watch Rob and Gear much anymore. Sherman says, 1995, just kidding. Justin says, Gunder, who do you vote for? Chris Millington says, 28 easy payments of just $29.99 after taxes. Sherman's done laughing. Where are we at? Chris says, oh, them heavy drugs, bro. What the fuck? Justin says, Sherman, what do you drive? He drives a snowplow. Drives a Zamboni. True story. Just kidding.
If you're white, they don't want anything to do with you, and I can't blame them.
Gunner Muffin says, Rebs, I voted for these nuts. Old School says, shit's gone haywire tonight. Shades, where's Eric? I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, I'm gonna. Yeah, actually. Hold that phone. Hold that phone. We're calling up the master roaster, roast master general, Eric Stevenson. Chris B says you go K20. That show will run forever. That's what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking. What the fuck? Be y'all.
You had a bunch of people in your stream.
Dude, this stream has gone off the hinges. There's so much crazy shit going on in here. It's not even funny. We were wondering where the fuck you were.
just got back. I was checking it on the way in. When I get back to Wi-Fi, I'll hop back in.
We got some person named the Gunder Muffin in here that has gone off the rail.
What are you talking about?
Oh man, you got to get back in here. This shit is ridiculous.
You mean it's like a troll?
I wouldn't even call it a troll. Not like Adept Joe troll, but old school says, "Help, Eric. We need you, bro."
I'm coming, bro. I got this.
Oh yeah.
Coming with a timeout.
Oh yeah. I'll see you in a second. Yeah. That's right. All y'all are in trouble now. All of y'all are in trouble now, except for old school, and maybe a couple other people. Let's see. Justin says, "Get in here, Eric. We have a candidate up for being roasted." Yes, it's you, Justin. Gunner Muffin says, "Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, there's so many comments coming in. Shit's wait." Sherman says, "In the winter, a 95 grave digger, LOL, but currently a 03 type S." Gunner Muffin says, "I can't stand chivalry." Justin says, "Gunder, you're a woman. You don't have nuts." Chris says, "It's sham. Wow, you can buy this amazing product out of this world product for only 57 easy payments of $39.95. It's totally a sham." Gunner Muffin says, "No, the meme, these nuts." Old school says, "We on the same frequency, bro. You know it, man." Fucking Gunner Muffin says, "No feck." Justin says, "Get in here, Eric. We have a candidate for being roasted." Fucking Gunner Muffin says, "Your stream is lit, boy." Chris says, "LOL." Gunner Muffin says, "Yes, bring in Eric." Chris says, "Buy my shit now, only $39.95. Sherman says, "Repent, Eric, $19.95. Justin says, "Gunder, you got your war gear ready?" The Gunder Muffin says, "Hell yes." Eric says, What? Chris says, "The Gunder of all muffins." Justin says, "Eric." Old school says, "That's my dog. That's my fucking dog. What now, fool?" Eric says, "Justin." Gunner Muffin says, "Oh, I thought you meant war gears in World War III. Eric says, "Old school." Old school says, "Yeah, what up, though?" Chris says, "Ugh, I don't feel so great." Justin says, "Gunder, do you like Fallout Boy?" Eric says, "You want $19.95? Justin says, "What's wrong, Chris?" The Gunner Muffin says, "No, I'm a lesbian, so no, I don't like boys." The Gunner Muffin says, "It's easy math." Justin says, "So why are you here?" That's a very good question. Eric says, "Ha ha ha ha, Justin." This chat keeps disappearing. I'm gonna beat someone's ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Sherman says, "Shades Wades reads this and realizes I'm in his head." Inception. What the fuck? The Gunner Muffin says, "Because I like hanging with the dudes. I'm a hard chick, brah." Chris says, "This stream, that what the fuck?" Chris says, "My blood sugar is like fucking 327. Feel like total." Yeah, dude, it'll make you get like a sore head and shit. You gotta get that insulin. Old school says, "Gunder, I bet you listen to 311 too, huh?" It's like that Eric Andre episode where like they got Tyler the Creator on there. Then all of a sudden the fat dude busts out the back of the curtain. He's like, "Investigate 311. Oh my god. Justin says, "Chicks get hard." Chris B, yo. Gunner Muffin says, Rebs listens to what I says and embrace the less." What the fuck? Justin says, "Nah, bro." Chris says, "We know you're Leslie." Old school says, "Oh yeah, that shit is funny as hell." Oh my god, that shit used to be like an inside joke between me and my cousin. Like, investigate 311. Sherman says, "Tonight on SNL, Shades Wade and the Roots." Gunner Muffin says, "What's 311? I listen to Ram Ranch." That sounds really odd. Ram Ranch. Justin says, "Leslie Fag." Chris Millington says, no, I feel very, very hot and sick to my stomach. Damn. Gotta get that insulin, man. Justin says, sorry, Gunder did that to you, Chris. Sherman says, devil driver. Old School says, shouldn't have swallowed, Chris. Oh my God. Oh my God. This stream has gone off the rails. I think Eric's about to just time out everybody except for like Old School. Chris Millington says, hello, it's the goddamn barbecue I ate for dinner. Justin says, some like it raw, though. Eric says, tonight on the Shades Wade. Sherman says, repent, Old School, 1995. Gunner Muffin says, wait, who's Eric? Meme review. Who's Eric? The person that's fucking named Eric that has the wrench. Eric says, I am Y. That's right. Eric says, wants no smoke. The Gunner Muffin says, oh, hey, Eric. Old School says, never, I ain't begging for my life, so you better send me to hell. That's right. That's right. Sherman says, I'll see you there too. That's right. Everybody in the stream down below. I came into the forest and finished this last record. I knew it was a female, so she was asking it. Sneak up while I'm in the woods, splitting blunts. The pussy was good, I only hit it once. Old School says, no repent, no problems. That's right. Justin says, too bad, we'll see Gunder there. Gunder says, nah, I'm going up there. Chris says, well, I might be there before y'all. Surprising the beers are cold. Justin says, repent, Gunder, so we won't have to see you in hell. Oh. That's right. Gunner Muffin says, as long as I'm a les, I'm going to hell. Oh my God. Chris says, as above, so below. Justin says, oh, damn it. The Gunner Muffin says, I like scissoring vaginas too much. Instantly makes me think of Borat, vagina. Eric's dying laughing. Sherman says, $25.99 for you, Gunner. Chris says, yup, it says in the book of the Lord. Justin says, what the fuck? Chris says, that's too mean, though. Chris, wow, first fucking serious comment all night, except for the first 30 minutes we were talking about it. He says, so what kind of torque, brake horsepower would you expect to get? K20A, full bolt ons, and of course, K-Pro with a tune. I mean, honestly, it depends on what kind of header if you're going race header, deleting the cat, I'd say 3-inch intake, 3-inch exhaust, race header, no emission system. With a tune, you'd be somewhere in the, it puts like a stock one puts down 220 to the wheels. So like, I'd say like maybe 240, like 240, 250 in that area. That'd be pretty fucking awesome. Minto Pinto. Justin says, old school, LOL, don't blame your piece, bro. Old school said, I don't know, shit got weird. I'm out. Later, Shades. Oh my God. Chris says, muffins for only 3 easy payments, $39.95. Justin says, buy one, get one free. Chris says 9,500 RPMs all day. You know it, man. And it's fucking capable of doing 10,000. You know, even 9,850. I've read people pushing it up to 9,850. And 10,000 is like the stress point. You know, it can go to 10,000. Old School says, peace to the squad. I'm out. It's been weird. Later. Pound it in peace. Oh, yeah. Sherman says, so no more RSX. No, I'm going to put it in RSX. K20A and RSX. Honda Integra Type R motor. Same chassis as a DC5. Just the Japanese equivalent. Eric says, later, Old School. Eric, what do you think about all this? What the fuck just happened? This past hour has been like preschool hour. Chris B is the only person that asked a serious question about the fucking motor. We had like 30 minutes of talking, or me talking. People like, K20A, K24. Then I don't know what the fuck just happened. What the fuck is juice? Eric says, I don't know about all this shit. Chris says, but wait, there's more. If you buy muffins now, she'll come with a second one, totally free for only 3 easy payments, $39.95. Act now. Good God. Sherman says, gotta save him young. Peace. Chris says, double horns. Justin says, Eric, can you save Gunder from hell? Chris says, laters. Eric says, nope. Oh my God. Y'all are some crazy motherfuckers. Justin says, can you shades? Nope, I cannot. Oh. Justin says, Gunner Muffin says, can I pay $3.99? Yeah, you can try. Like $3.99 will be like a 30% guarantee. Chris says, sure, you can pay anything you want. That's right. Fuck yeah, what was I about to say? Shit, on a, damn, I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say. It was something about the K20A because Chris B was getting serious again. He was asking real questions. Gunner Muffin says, okay, I no longer like scissoring vaginas. Chris says, as long as it's 3 easy payments of $39.95, of course. Chris B says, pay me in beer. What kind of beer are you drinking, Chris? Eric says, that's right, Chris beer is good. Eric knows that the most. He really does. Chris B says, Miller Genuine Draft and Shock Top. Shock Top in it. The official beer of Hunter Tuned. Chris Milton says, yay, muffin straight. Oh my God. Gunner Muffin says, by the way, I'm not a cute lesbian. I'm one of those old used ones that everyone in the trailer park is afraid of. Gunner Muffin, you are a dude. Some old, wrinkly, hairy balls. That's my suspicion. Justin says, what the fuck? Chris says, yeah, right, Muffin. Your new name is, I don't even remember what I said your name was going to be. Muffin Dick. Now you're Muffin Nuts. Eric says, oh no. Gunner Muffin says, hairy balls on a 9-inch dong. Chris Millington's laughing. Chris B says Dick Muffin. Yeah, that's what it was. Justin says you could probably make a dozen loaves worth all that shit. Chris says I got a 3-incher frown. I'm sorry. The fuck. Eric says old muffin top. Old muffin dick. Five important things to know before building a car. Let's see what they are.
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to Humble Performer. Today is the last two of these terrible glasses. Thanks to our guys over at Patreon. Patreon.com/stayhumble. Be sure to support us there if you haven't already. But let me get started on this first. We get a lot of phone calls every single day from customers and fans that want to build their own car. And I want to make
what in the fuck? Justin says, Chris, you're 5 inches below normal.
If you want to build a car, so let's go ahead and get
The
started.
Gunner Muffin says, honestly, I don't know what I am. Sometimes I feel like a woman. Sometimes I feel like a man. Sometimes I feel like Dr. Phil. Am I normal? Fuck no. Fuck no. Chris Milton says, just double checked, and yeah, it's only 3 inches. What the fuck? Chris Milton's frowning and crying. Eric says, really? Eric, help me. Just put everybody in timeout, Eric.
Things don't always go as planned, and I can promise you, about 99% of the time of every single build that's ever happened almost in the history of man, something has gone wrong.
That's right.
When you're building your first car, when you're about to build a car, make sure you allocate enough time. Don't put yourself on a...
Yeah, Eric says, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire the photons. Chris says, you're a girl if you got a badge. Justin says, ew. Chris says, LOL, but Gunner Muffin's been timed out by Eric. For 5 minutes, Tyrell. Time out, 15 minutes. Time out is awesome.
And you guys saw it made 700 horsepower. This all-wheel drive car. It was supposed to be finished probably about a month or two ago, but we're on month 4. So I'm not really...
Justin says, yes, finally. And then Justin gets timed out.
Just know that the time is something that that's a lot harder to manage than what you might think it is. That's why most people like to go to the shop and stuff like that, because they have a better project management going on. But just know that everything is going to take a lot more time than what you're actually expecting.
Chris says 3 times 3 bitches.
Guys, this one might seem obvious to anyone that's ever built a car.
Justin says, save my life, Eric. How can I repay? Eric says, great drink.
And then when you get to the budget,
you
realize you have to spend a whole bunch more money. So this car is a really good example. You look at this car, this is all Lensets or shop car. It's 400 horsepower all-motor car. You might look at this and go, okay, you have $11,000, $16,000 long block and all this stuff in here, and this car probably has like $30,000 worth of parts. But realistically, this car has well over $70,000 to $90,000 in it over time, and that's just been
$70,000 to $90,000 in it.
Doesn't work. Sure, you can get a car together for a certain budget, but you're also going to change a bunch of things. So when you're planning to build your cars, I always plan to build for the worst case scenario. So I set my budget extremely high, and then I'm pleasantly surprised when it actually comes out lower than normal. So just like the time allocation, we multiply it by about 6. I would say if you're planning on doing cost, make sure.
Chris B says, LOL. Justin says, okay, I'll send some. Eric says, save you from what? A big les? Come on, man. Yeah, but Justin's a lesbian too, so he was probably going to get scissored by her. Chris says, no, don't time out my girl Muffin. She's my wife, just doesn't know it yet. Justin says, I was getting annoyed, LOL. Justin says, Chris, really time out.
I'm definitely a victim of that issue. Next one, number 3, I'm going to tell you guys, is power. I cannot tell you how many calls I get a day of people that want to build a 700, 800, 900 horsepower K series, B series, whatever car, and how many of them actually want it. Now, what I will tell you is that if you're going to build a high horsepower car, start with low power and build up. You can always put the high horsepower parts on, but I would not start at a 600 horsepower build if you've never driven something that even makes 300 horsepower. The amount of people that come over here and say, I want a 500 horsepower, big single turbo, be it GSR V18, is insurmountable. So typically the first question I ask someone says, I want to build a 500, 600 horsepower car is, have you driven a 300 or 400 horsepower car? The typical answer is no. So when I told them, okay, well, you're driving a 2,500 to 2,700 pound chassis, making that much power, 400 horsepower on the street in one of these cars, it's faster than a lot.
Eric's laughing.
Unless you're living in an area like,
Chris Melton says, really? Would you still be annoyed if there was 3 easy payments of $29.95? No, I think not, sir. Justin says, I thought we were tight. Chris says, I'm joking. Eric says, Justin, if you had the wrench, what would you do? He'd stick it where the sun don't shine. Oh.
So learn how to drive the car at lower horsepower before going up. And like I said, a lot of people will say they want to build a very, very high horsepower car, and after they, make 700 horsepower, they realize that's not what they want at all. And that's
Chris says, make sweet, sweet love. Justin says, unscrew myself.
So I'd say first and foremost, fun doesn't mean high horsepower. So I would go ahead and start low. Start 400, 500 is a pretty good start. 200, 300 is a pretty good start. But just know what you're getting into before you start throwing a whole bunch of money at something you decide you don't want later. So power is number 3, and that's a really big one that we see quite a bit. Number 4 is kind of related to cost. This is one we see a lot. It's a lot of people end up buying parts twice. And what do I mean by that? I mean, a lot of people cheap out on parts like turbochargers and piping and manifolds and all that stuff, and they'll buy it for a pretty cheap price. Like, you'll buy an eBay manifold for like a K series, for like a scale in here, a BWR, like $400, $500. When that manifold ends up cracking, you end up having to spend another $400, $500 to begin with. Again, so you're going to spend, $1,000 to $1,200 for turbo manifolds, and the second one, you buy the same one, could crack again. Most people learn the lesson and buy a better manifold, or they'll buy a better turbo the second time. But if you buy it right the first time, typically we'll go, if you get behind a company that supports their product, you'll be able to do it cheaper. So for instance, like I said, it's your manifold, you buy this one, for $500, $600. If that thing cracks, you buy another one, you spend $1,000, $1,200. Whereas you could have bought one.
We have audible, we have dead air for the first time in like an hour and a half.
You're going to spend it twice. So don't buy parts twice. That doesn't include the downtime, taking back the parts, sending everything like.
Then the chat went blank. Eric says, how about one easy payment of shut the fuck up, only payments around here. You go to the fund, the Save Shades Way DC5. Gunner Muffin says, I dropped the soap while I was in YouTube jail.
When I say something will go wrong, I mean a cheaper part will fail, and stuff will go wrong. So if you budget right, if you budget right and buy the right parts the first time, you're not going to buy it twice. So tip number 4 is buy the right parts the first time. Buy the right parts. Or be ready to buy it twice if you buy it cheap. And this is the last one, and it's a little bit harder to explain, but let me try to.
Chris says that's mean to say to a diabetic, sir.
It's really,
what's mean?
It's really common. We get calls every single day, and we love all support media and things like that. But people want to ask, what do I need to do for this? What do I need to do for that? And they ask for all this advice. And what shops, I know we're not the only ones to do this. We'll give advice to you guys, let you guys know what you guys got to do, and what we use and things like that. For instance, this is a 300 horsepower all-motor street K24 car. And I ask for advice. We'll give them the advice. We'll tell them, the formula, the parts and stuff we use. And then they'll go and find, the cheapest parts they can find on eBay or Google or whatever. And then they expect to get more support from us or someone else after they send the buy somewhere else. I 150% understand trying to do things for a budget or trying to do it as cheap as you can and things like that. But if you want to build a positive, good relationship with someone that can help you build something or help you aspire to your dreams, it helps to support them. So, I mean, it's one thing to if you can find like $100, $200, $300 off.
Where are we at? Gunner Muffin says, are there rules? Did I fuck something up? Chris says no. Eric says, oh man, Justin, tell him how it is. Chris says, yes, maybe. Justin says, yes, you fucked up. Eric, no, that's your job. Eric's dying laughing. Chris B is dying laughing. Chris is wearing sunglasses. He's wearing the shades.
Try to buy parts as much as possible. I'm not saying it's buy everything from them, obviously, but try to buy from them as much as possible, Try to help them out for support. Because obviously, it's not expected to pay dollars for someone to give you information. But the best way to show your appreciation for that information is to buy parts from them. Consider that $5 to $10 you save the market for all that information you're getting. Worst case, if you build a relationship with the shop over time, shops are willing to give you discounts. I know that we give discounts to people as they buy parts more and more from us, but obviously we're not going to just give any random person that calls us, oh yeah, we'll give this 20% off whenever out of nowhere. If we haven't even talked to you, you're not buying parts of something else, that makes sense. Because we need to stay afloat. We want to see you guys succeed at your hobby. But yeah, I don't mean to sound like a whining or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to give you our perspective. And like I said, I 100% understand if you guys are trying to save money here and there. But if you're trying to save yourself like $2, $10, $15, honestly, you know, hit up a shop. Help out your local people that support you, to support all your events, support your racetrack events.
Gunner Muffin says, how long are you supposed to go without changing your oil? It depends if it's traditional or synthetic. Eric says, oh my God. George Bonnie says, humble performance is awesome. Fuck yeah.
If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a comment, like it down below. Be sure
to I'll give it a like.
We're trying to get more and more stuff out by the day. But my name's K20 OR Humble Performance. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys have the best success you can with your future builds and whatever. And I hope
Justin says, huh? Chris says, I got 6K, but 3K is best for normal. Justin says, George, you're still there. Chris says 3K oil change. Justin says 3K. George says in and out rebel. Chris says stands for 3 easy payments. George says just watch Motor Nubs upload. Justin says I do 5K for synthetic. Synthetic can go all the way up to 10,000. Justin, you get timeout. I think you need timeout for that. Justin gets timeout. That's the new did you salvage the valve cover? 5K for synthetic. Chris says both my cars look good side by side. George Bonnie says just watch Motor Nubs upload. Eric's dying laughing. Chris says I do 6K but normal 3K. Well, synthetic you can go up to like 9 or 10,000 miles. That's the whole point. That's the whole gimmick with synthetic. It'll last longer. Here, just so I'm not crazy. How long does synthetic oil last? Full answer. They highly suggest changing the oil. Wait, hold on. If your car is out of warranty, you could use Mobil 1 synthetic extended drain interval oil. That product is good for 15,000 miles. AMSOIL supposedly has a high dollar product that's good for 25,000 miles, so that's kind of bullshit. They highly suggest changing the oil filter at 12,000 mark. Dude, I'd say like 9 or 10,000 miles, depending on which synthetic, but most general synthetics, it's like 9 to 10,000 miles. It's like 3 times. If you're supposed to change normal oil at 3,000 miles, it's 3 times like more, you know, durable. So 9,000, 10,000. Mr. Hamolka, stop eating my sesame cake. And if any of you can tell me where that quote is from in a movie, I'll send you a sticker. Except for Eric, because he's already got one. He knows. Mr. Hamolka. Gunner Mum says, what happens if you don't change your oil like ever? Your fucking oil, if you don't change it or add any oil, it's gonna starve of oil and fucking destroy the motor. Gunner Muffin, you fucked up. Chris says, where's my muffin? The gunner says, right here, baby. Chris says, muffin, your car's motor will seize up. Gunner says, Pulp Fiction. Wrong. Chris Millington says, yeah. Eric says, no muffin top, no. George Bonnie says, a friend and I was having a debate about high oil pressure. What about it? If you have too much oil, you're going to blow your seals. Or if you have too high of oil pressure, blow your seals in the motor. And you don't want to do that. That's no good. Chris says, I changed mine 6 to 6,500 because I drive fast and hard on the streets. George Bonnie says, what problems could arise from high oil pressure? You blow your seals out. If you put too much oil in, like, you know, a quart or 2 more and run the car really heavy, you probably blow a seal, I would think. because that pressure's got to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So you're gonna blow something. Yeah, true story. George says he just spun a bearing in his 97 DSM. Chris says correct. Amundo. George Bonnie says for the second time. Yeah, same problem 2 times in a row. That's definitely like suspect for something off. Is he time? Is the motor timed right? You know what I mean? Is he? I think of anything else that'd be other than like oil pressure or something like that. George says different motors. Might just be a pitfall or just something's not right. I don't know. That's fucking weird. 2 of the same thing happening at like back to back. Eric says, who knows what DSM stands for? Well, in this conversation, it stands for different shitty motors. George says, yeah, it was timed. That's weird. Maybe it's something to do with oil pressure. You're right. Because I'm not sure. Because that could happen too before you blow a seal out. You could, fuck something up. Put too much pressure on something. George says diamond motor something. Literally. Diamond something motors. George Bonnie says star. Diamond motor star. Diamond star motors. That's right. Wait, not a fucking DSM. Isn't that the clips you were talking about or whatever? Eric says, yep, they break all the time, so now they're dick suck motors. Oh my god. Too good, too good. Well, that's a turbocharged car. Like maybe is it a stock DSM or is it modified? George says Mitsubishi hooked up with the Chrysler. I think Chris says yes, correct. George says for the 90s factory turbo cars. Chris says that's why there's an Eagle Talon, same car and motor. Yeah, I was thinking like when you said DSM, I was thinking of Eagle Talons. George says damn near stock. Eric says and they suck it from the back. George says damn near. Yeah, got you. That's weird. Honestly, could just be a flaw in the motor. That's like, the flaw in the K series platforms, the timing chain and the tensioner and the transmission. So, I mean, there's not much you can do to change the design unless you redesign a new product that, fixes the problem. George says, could high oil pressure do it? Well, yeah, it's even if it's a factory turbocharged car and it's damn near stock, I mean, fucking NA is definitely more reliable than turbo always. So oil pressure in general, boost pressure, air pressure, etc. Chris says, who wants my number? Just kidding. Gunner Muffin says, want to hear a joke? What's the difference between Hitler and a marathon runner? A marathon runner could actually finish off a race. Oh. That's fucked up. You're a sick individual. Chris says, oh my God. Right? What a sick individual. What disgrace to this channel. Gunder Muffin. Is it Gunder or Gunder? I've been wondering that this whole 2 hours. I would assume it's German and it's Gunder. Gunder says that's the best I've got. Gunder like in German. Yeah, Gunder. You old Nazi with your anti-Semitic jokes. You jerk face. George Bonnie says he sold his modded base model RSX for the 97 Eclipse. Well, it's not Type S, so I kind of feel that A3 is a pretty pipsqueak motor, but I don't know. The 97 Eclipse is definitely less reliable. Like Eagle Talons and that DSM shit or DMS or whatever it is, it's not known for its reliability, that's for sure. George says the RSX was a base, but it was pretty sweet. Jonathan says, what's the difference between a liar and a lawyer? A few words. What's the difference between a liar and a dealer mechanic? Nothing. They're the same. That was the worst joke ever. Chris Millington says the German muffin. Gunder Muffin says, hey, I love Jews. Billy Joel was awesome. Oh, my God. Justin says, Billy Joel was a Jew? Gunder Muffin says, and Steve Buscemi. Dude, I was watching Fargo 2 nights ago. Classic Buscemi. George says, yeah, A3 isn't the best, but it was nice. Yeah, it's reliable. I had a buddy in high school that actually fully built an A3 and turboed it in his EP3 and ran a 10.6 in the quarter mile. True story. So if you have a lot of money, it's not a bad motor to work on. I mean, he fully built it, turboed it, ton of boost. Whoa, that's fucking creepy. Christian of Honda Vlogs just fucking texted me and says, makes sense then why people boost base RSXs. What the fuck? It's crazy. That's some timing right there. Gato's here. What up, Gato? Yo, how you doing, man? Let's see. Chris says, hola. Justin says, Gato. Flying Gato says, what up, everyone? George says, that's what I'm doing, sir. Justin says, Honda Vlogs is a channel. An angel? What are you talking about? Oh, fuck, Justin. George Bonnie says, I got an A3 in the garage. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to boost it and fully build it, I mean, it's a strong motor. His car ran like a fucking charm. Justin says, you missed the fun, Gato. George Bonnie says, boost. That's right. Fucking, Flying Gato says, what happened? Just whole bunch of jargon, man. I don't even know how to describe it. Bunch of perverts, bunch of weirdos. The Gunder Muffin, for one. What you been up to today, Gato? Justin says we were roasting each other. George Bonnie says, but the rods are pinky size. Yeah, well, that's why you upgrade. You know what I mean? You can up the bore. You know what I mean? Let's see. Gunder says, wait, flying cat? Sweet, I speak span. Gato says, helping Jane's cousin buy a Civic hatch. Cool. Chris says, hey, if I die Shades, you can have the rights to both my cars. Well, thanks, man. That'd be dope. George Bonnie says, gotta upgrade. Justin says, awesome, Gato. Chris Millington says, K. Sign it over. Shades Wade all day. Chris Milton says, nice, Gato. Hell yeah. Fucking yeah, I'm really leaning towards the K20A, honestly, Gato. It's a stronger motor, and for $4,000, you get a compression test that puts out 270 on every cylinder, you know what I mean? Like, that's a solid ass motor. I don't care how many miles are on it, the thing's fucking solid. Gato says she was on the live stream Sunday. Wait, was she the one sitting on the left? Or where was she sitting? If I get my mental picture right. Trying to figure out which one. Fucking Justin says Civic hatchback sport. George Bonnie says, is Shades a family name? No, it's a pin name, nickname, creative name. True story. Gato says, yeah, the left, the most talking one. Gotcha. That's what I figured, but like I didn't know because, you know, you never know how family works these days. You would think it's somebody of the same ethnicity, but, you know, it could have been the white chick in the back. I didn't know. Gato says, filmed a video of the process. Nice. And her test drive. Justin says, I should name my kid Shades. That would be dope. Don't you dare. Shades David. What is going on? Shades Rouser. George Bonnie says Shades would be the coolest baby name. Shades. Shades motherfucking Wade. Justin says, okay, yeah, that would be bad. Justin says, find someone with the last name Wade. Wade is in I'm waiting out of my RSX in a flood. Oh. Chris Munson says, yes, you should name your kid Shades. So he can be Shades Jr. Oh my goodness, what is up with the stream tonight? Some sickos in here. But yeah, I think the game plan got to, I'm going to get the motor. They say on there to replace all the gaskets and seals just to be sure, you know, because it only has a 30-day warranty on the motor because it's from an import house. Like, they don't give a fuck. I mean, they show you a compression check, so you know the internals of the motor and the seals inside the motor are all good. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just drop it in, you know, with the timing chain, the seals, the gaskets, and all that stuff, and it would probably run fine. But just for peace of mind, get a new timing chain and tensioner, upgrade them to Toda so they're stronger, and then probably like new alternator, starter, and all the little shit. Spark plugs. I already got coil packs and spark plugs. Fucking what else? What else? Throw my clutch and my flywheel in the transmission. So then we got Exetti Stage 1, 8-pound flywheel, and LSD. Be fucking dope. Justin says that would be so cool. Meth is awesome. Good night. What the fuck? Justin says it's been fun. Chris says dirty old Shades Wade Comedy Club. George Bonnie says later. Chris says later. Got this as might as well build it up. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy. Timing, doing the timing chain in a K series. I mean, there's so many videos out here where people are showing you exactly what you need to do. And like you said, the motor's out of the car. So there's really no contest. There should be no excuse not to do it yourself. Like, for real though. And a timing chain's like 100, a Toda timing chain's like 120, 130 bucks. Tensioner's like 100. alternator and starter and all that stuff. That stuff's, you know, it's not that bad. Where are we at? George says, what's your thoughts on the light and flywheel? It's great, man. I mean, the torque conversion basically is just like, you know, that much more there because you're going to put more power to the wheels because that flywheel can spin around faster, thus, you know, getting power to the wheels that much quicker. You could, I mean, I know people that do 11-pound flywheel. I know people that do 8. I have an 8-pound flywheel. So it's something like the throttle will definitely, the revs, the acceleration and the deceleration will be much more sensitive because it's lighter. So it's doing it easier. Gato says, I have a lightweight flywheel on my H22A. I like it. Gato says you should do an H22A RSX. Oh my God, dude, that would be a mind fuck. People be like, where's the K series? This fucking fool went H22A and a RSX. Like, that's something, nope. I don't think anybody's done that. Hands down, that'd be fucking hilarious. Or like B16B. They're expecting K20A, B16B. Gato says my Prelude has an 8-pound flywheel. Nice, yeah. George Bonnie says, I like the idea, never use one. Gato says, I was looking at EK9s last night. Like EK9 type Rs or just like EK9s in general? Gato says EK9 type R. Fuck yeah, what'd you find? You find any good deals? Or any available? They're kind of hard to track down, you know? Even like in Japan, it's not like as hard, but in a true EK9 type R that's like a genuine one in America, I haven't seen one. Like you see DC2 type Rs because they're Acura, but there's only 668 of them. But EK9 type Rs, they never brought those over here. It's like the DC5 type R. They never brought that over here either, or the Honda NSX type R. We got Acura NSXs. Let's see. Eric says, nice. Gato says, yeah, I was looking. I found 6 ready for U.S. import, but I'm not sure what the process would entail to import it over. All around 10K ship. Dude, that's a fucking steal. What? Dude, I think my blueprint, my goal, my guideline just went out the window. Holy shit. Eric says, damn, that's not bad at all. Yeah, I was thinking like they'd be like 15. George says importing a car would be so cool. Yeah, if it is what it is, dude, like if you want to buy 2 of those and vet them out and make sure they're all mechanically sound and all there, I'll buy one. I'll just give you 12.5 so you can get 10K and then get $2,500 commission for doing your thing. That's right. Gato says, yeah, but I don't know. The import process sounds painful. Dude, that's ultimately what makes me reluctant because, like, let's say you order it, you pay that money, and you got nothing. Let's say the ship crashes. Let's say the car gets damaged. Or let's say the car gets here safe and sound, but it's fucked up. Like, they lied and vetted you out. Like, let's say you see pictures of the car and it's got clean. They send you a video of the startup, compression test, like all that shit, full 9. And then you get the car and like it's not the case. Like they gave you a different one or something. Gato says mechanical doesn't matter. As long as the engine works as well as the transmission, we can fix it up. The rest is easy. George says, I'm way too cheap to import a car. Gato says, yeah, it's a crapshoot, man. I'm not sure about all of it. I feel you. Chris says, I don't care so much about for 100% JDM because I don't like driving them, LOL. I mean, it's not so much about like left-hand drive versus right-hand drive. It's about the performance of the motor, you know, like K20As and B16Bs and B18C, all the true Type R motors. They're better than USDM motors. That's just a fact. Put down more power. They're more reliable. They're more durable, you know. And we get all the fucking Japanese hand-me-downs through Acura and Honda in America, basically. All the cars aimed for America, basically. Fucking sucks. Gata says there are other shops selling 25 plus old cars. If I imported, I'd switch to left-hand drive. LOL. I want that extra chassis bracing and chassis tuning. Chris says, save your money for a custom modded car that you built yourself. Yeah, if you honestly, if you were gonna go to the left-hand drive, like take the CTR and make it right-hand drive to left-hand drive, you'd be better off just grabbing an EK9 shell over here. Because like you said, you want extra chassis bracing and tubing or whatever. Just start with the bare shell, put the roll bar, roll cage, whatever you want to put in there, weld that in there without the interior. So you're just starting from the ground up, and then get the whole chassis painted so it all matches and everything. And then just buy a B16B for like $3 or $4 grand, drop it in there, and then you have a left-hand drive CTR basically. And you could, you know, little Civic Type R badges or, you know, the wheels and stuff like that. You could track all that shit down. Because then you built the car from the ground up. That'd be a lot doper than taking a risk on that import thing. It's like Civic Type R shells, dude. Like even buying a running Civic, I mean not a Civic Type R, EK9 hatch with the D series in it. You know, you can get one of those for like $1,500. Flying Got This says do a full EK race build. Yeah, that'd be dope. Justin, I mean, not Justin. Chris says, yeah, but if you build your motor, it'll be better than a JDM motor. Well, a stock one, but we're saying like get a B16B and then, you know, freshen it up, you know, new timing chain, upgraded timing chain and tensioner, or timing belt in this case, but tensioner too. You know, let's say the alternator and the starter are kind of old and shitty. Get a new starter and alternator, new plugs, new distributor, whatever you need. Spark plug wires, because it's B series. It don't got no coil packs. Chris says that would be very badass, Scott, though. That's right. That's right. Fucking but yeah, fucking I'm getting excited, you know, because like trying to find the RSX that's right for you, just like as is, like unmolested, good condition. It's probably not gonna happen. As long as the chassis is good, I'm happy. Got this as I do the B16B with the LSD, EGR and PC vent to the atmosphere, beefy radiator, big brake kit, full coilovers. Yeah. The fucking only thing I'd say, just get a catch can, because like venting it to the atmosphere, you're gonna want to have it in a catch can, then just have a vent with a air filter, like little air filter on it, because blow by gas, like if it comes out the vent and it just vents to the air, like it's gonna get your motor pretty dirty. As long as you don't mind about, you know, your motor getting dirty. Blow by gas and like oil. Chris says, do you really want that though? Because it's your money and your time, bro. Chris says, I've owned 2 EK9s. They were fun, but I like my Type S. Yeah, definitely a different experience for sure. Chris says, oh, okay, missed that. George says, the A3 I'm breaking down had a groove in the cam from a seized roller. Damn. Got this as my prelude vents to the atmosphere. Chris says, LOL. Eric says, Shades, how soon you looking to get an RSX? I'm just trying to find the right one, honestly. I'm going to go. There's a couple on Craigslist. There's one in here in town, satin silver. And yeah, I'm gonna go check that out, because the dude's asking $1,700 for it. Like, as long as it doesn't have rust, I think we'll be good to go. Gato says, been venting to the atmosphere for 12 years now. I like it. But it does, like, dude, like, it does get your engine, like, wherever that vents to, it is going to get your engine dirty, like your engine bay. I mean, that's not, like, the end of the world or anything. I just try to, like, to keep my shit clean. Chris says, I'm thinking of buying a Willwood big brake kit for my SI. Do it. Fucking Gato says, realized I also have Mugen heads. Oh, it has a tube that runs to the bottom. Okay, got you. Yeah, like before I got my catch cam, my PCV valve down like under the alternator, it had like a little piece of hose so it would clear, and it'd be like if it vented, it would be going directly in the middle of the car, so like it wouldn't like, you know, go towards the wheel or anything, because you wouldn't want to get like, you know, blow by gas and all that oily, greasy, you know, halfway burned up fuel and mixture getting on your tires. Not that it would probably really matter that much, but just in case. And then the valve vent, like that was back before I got the catch can hooked up, so I fucking had the bottom right valve vent going back into the intake, and that's like, you don't want that either. Mugen header, gotcha. Fuck yeah. Dude, that thing's old looking. You wouldn't even known. For real, that thing's got some color on it. Chris says, what? Nice. George says, have you guys seen any content on the K20C? I just, you know, I watch Gato's channel. He's got a K20C. And a couple other people, dyno pulls at LHT or PFI speed and stuff like that. And my H-Day video. Go check it out. See lots of Honda Civic Type Rs. True story. But yeah, it'll be fun fucking it'll definitely be fun, you know, putting this all together, because I'll get exactly what I want, versus even if I would have bought old dickhead's fucking car for 12.5, let's say 3 months down the road, something, you know, the motor loses compression, pulley breaks, who knows, you know, something like that. That would be fucked. As opposed to putting everything together yourself and knowing that everything's mechanically sound. George says, I gotta check out Gato's channel. Yeah, he's got his main ride, basically. I mean, he's got 5 cars, but a lot of his content's based on Honda Civic Type R. Gato says, so my Prelude build H22A M2B4 Euro R LSD trans PCV and EGR vent to the atmosphere, ground control coilovers with KYB AGX shocks, auto power roll bar, lightweight flywheel, Corbo seats, and RSR exhaust. Solid work. George says, I don't know. I never came across it before. Chris says, Gato's got a great channel to watch. Damn, it's almost 11:30. Crazy. The Goonder Muffin. XXX means good things. If you put XXX on a bottle, it means it's full of alcohol. If you put XXX on a videotape, it's a porno. If a rapper puts XXX in his name, he gets shot. Jesus. Got this as Mugen, Jasma headers, Megan front strut tower bar. I think that's it. The Gooner Muffin's been timed. He's been timed out. Chris says, sounds very nice. K-swap next, though. LOL, just kidding. Gato says, thanks, Chris. Chris says, XXX. No prob, bro. Eric says, XXX, you get timeout. That's right. Fucking, but yeah, I think just the higher compression and the higher revs are just so much more enticing than just like power alone. Do you know what I mean? I know the K20, K24, you know, 300, 400, 500 horsepower, however friggin' far you take it, how aggressive you build the part, like the parts you put in and all that stuff, higher lift cams and all that shit, bigger pistons, bigger bore, going to like fucking K27 and shit, K28 nowadays. Like, it's crazy that K20, K24 wasn't enough, and somebody was like, you know what? The K24 part's about to be K28, 2.8 liters. Like, holy shit. Like, the power is impressive and it's enticing to a degree, but it's like, I was happy with my car with like 220 or 230 wheel horsepower. Like, the Type R motor will be so much fun. Going to 9,500 RPMs, like, holy fuck. Chris says LOL. Chris B says LOL. Gato says I try my best to put out good content. You know it, man. You do it. Fucking Chris says, yeah, you have great detail in all of your videos. Yeah, just like all the fucking filming and stuff too, like, and editing. It's not just like a cheesy channel, you know? It's not like some channels are like informative, but like they don't film good. They just like, you know, have one take basically. Eric says, and on that, I'm off to bed. Later, everyone. Yeah, man, have a good one. Have fun at the beach. This man's at the motherfucking beach. George says, later, Eric. Gato says, good night. Game blouses. Eric says, that's right. Chris says, Gato, you're still putting in a roll cage in your Type R. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Gato says, for sure, 100%. Oh, yeah. That's commitment. That's dedication. Gato says, just a matter of time. Yeah, I think that fucking, what's her name? The girl with the bagged FK from Honda Day, Lady Elmo or whatever. I think she already has a roll cage in her car because she has Takata harnesses in her FK8 seats. I was like, damn, doing it big. I don't know if it's a whole roll cage, but it's definitely a roll bar, like on the front. George says safety first. Gato says got to upgrade the cooling first and then install a different seat. Chris says, okay, cool. Well, take care and good night. Gato says no, she only has the harness. Oh, okay, so it is only a harness bar. Is that enough to race it? You know what I mean? If you do like hill climbs with it, you need a whole roll cage, right? Like a 5-point or something. Or 4-point, whatever the fuck. 6-point. I don't know. However many points. Yeah, you probably need a whole roll cage in case you flip the car. Like a harness bar is not going to do shit. Chris says I'm hungry for something. Yeah, dude, I was just thinking about dinner too. Gato says no, it offers no protection. I need a roll bar in the back, 5-point harnesses, seat to support harness, and seat brace against the bar as well. Fire extinguisher, all that good shit. That's right. Fire extinguisher, very important. In case there's a fire. And you catch on fire, so you can just be like, ah, shit. fucking I've already like dove into it a little bit. Swapping a K20A into an RSX, like obviously it's the same chassis, so there shouldn't be any conflicting issues. You can use Type S axles with a Type R motor, actually, so that's good. You don't have to get like the knuckle, the hub, and with the Brembos and all that stuff. Like obviously that'd be dope to do, but you don't have to do that. Chris says milk and muffins. And then the fucking the ECU, I can Christian from Honda Vlogs told me I can use my PRB RSX Type S K-Pro ECU with the Type R motor, so I don't have to rock the Type R ECU, so I can actually get a little bit of money out of that. Because Type R ECUs, you know, probably like $300 to $500, I think. Gato says custom radiator and oil cooler will be up first, though. I got a great mechanic that can do all that. Love the guy, G Motorsports. That was the guy in the last video, right? George says, okay, guys, I'm out. Later, George. Gato says, yeah, you can use that ECU for the K20. Yeah, because like in K-Pro, like when I first like loaded up my base map, there was all these ones for ITR. Like it was like K20A2 with ITR cams, and then it was like just straight up K20A stock base map. I mean, you can do all kinds of shit. It's fucking crazy. Chris says later, bro. Gato says see ya. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Crazy. But yeah, it's nice to know. I don't know which wiring harness you can use. I don't know if you use the PR, like my existing harness, or the Type R harness, but fucking if to be safe and sound, because like mine was in a flood, obviously it hasn't had any issues yet, so I don't think water got to it because I killed the battery. If that one's okay, that'd be one thing if I can use that. If the one that comes with it is no good, then you know, don't use that one if it's fucked up wiring. Or I could fucking buy a rye wire harness, which would be really clean looking. Chris says, didn't know the ECU would work with K20A. Sick. Yeah, I know, right? Because essentially if it didn't and you had to use that Type R ECU, I'd have to send it out to get K-Pro'd again. Like, that would fucking suck. Chris says, same. Yeah. Honda Vlogs, resourceful fellow. But yeah, fucking shit, what else was I gonna say? I think the race header, like my Skunk 2 Alpha and like exhaust and all that shit, like it shouldn't have any conflicting issues. I'm pretty sure the K20A, the exhaust like manifold flange is, you know, in the exact same spot. Chris says you gotta save money where you can, dude. For real though. K-Series fucking expensive platform. Gato says, all right, my dudes, just checking in with the crew. Drove my Type R all over the place today. 300 total miles into and out of NYC twice. God damn. So tired, so I'm out. Sleeping time. Thanks for stopping in, man. Good chatting with you. Fucking get your rest. And yeah, I'm probably about to eat some dinner, guys. The stream's been going on for 3 hours plus. God damn. But yeah, if you guys got any more questions or comments or anything, get them going, because I'm about to go eat me some booty. Some fucking chicken parmesan. That sounds delicious. But yeah, as far as I can tell, I think we're definitely leaning more towards the K20 route. K20A red top. I think it's going to be a monster. And ironically, my pop's on board with that, because like we're not spending $12,500 on a car that we don't know that much about. Like if we build the fucking motor ourselves. That'd be dope. Because I'd get that motor here and just like start fucking with it. Like ordering Toda time and chain and fucking tensioner, the fucking alternator, starter. Like that's just gonna be so much fun to disassemble and then put new shit on it. Oh my god. New gaskets, new everything. Fuck yes. Chris says, LOL night, dude. You didn't eat yet, bro? Well, I woke up at like 5:30 p.m. because I went to sleep at noon. So that gives you any idea of my kind of sleep schedule I'm on. My sleep schedule's fucked up. Since I lost my car, sleep schedule's been all bets are off. Chris says, it's later. Eat a muffin. Eat a muffin. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Interesting stream, peculiar stream to say the least. Some vital K-Series info in there. The plan, the game plan. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good night, good day tomorrow. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.